To stay. Show who you are. Good riddance. Is your kid in bid the forbidden? As it was written, you overbidding. With the heathens, karma is a bitch, so how you living? Pray for my enemies, I'm forgiving. Cast the pearls on hog moms and chitlin'. If it's too hot, get your ass out the kitchen. Finger licking good, good looking. Stewing in the stew, I'm cooking. You psyched out, paranoid and shookin'. Shook the table, fades I'm booking. Get prepared for this ass whooping. Listen to the words being spoken. You were talking, I'm awake and woken. While I'm spitting this, got your spit, got choking. Era up, a glimpse in my world, eyes shut open. Parallel in my mind, I'm chosen. Reverse the time, heart frozen. Antarctica, cold as ice. Casting lots, rolling dice. Mean as nails, I'm nothing nice. They persecuted me like they rejected Christ. Hey. We in this thing today. Hey, ladies, how y'all doing?
Beautiful.
Good.
How ladies doing this evening?
Hello, everyone. I'm good, thank you.
Okay, so we gonna start with. I want to say thank you for coming to this platform, shooting the shit. This is where we shoot the bullshit out the way. You feel me? We uncover the lies with the truth here, and and put some perspective on some things, right? I want to welcome Goddess Honest to the panel. Hey, Goddess Honest, thank you for showing up. I want to welcome Tila Shay. She's the wisdom.
Thank you.
She's like my auntie. I want to call her auntie. And then I want to welcome Kafira. Am I pronouncing that right? Kafira Alexis?
You said it correctly. Thank you.
This is my sister and y'all. Okay. And so we was just going to go over some things today. I really don't want to stay stuck on this Katt Williams thing because it's trending. I talked about it on the last show, and this is before it blew up a little bit. And so my take on it is just propaganda or whatever, just to boost sales of this comedy thing, because since COVID, people stopped going out. You feel me? So I just feel like he's one of those people that they use or utilize to boost the industry. I don't know how y'all feel about it. If y'all know anything about it. What do y'all think? Anybody?
Well, yeah, I totally feel like it's propaganda. Like I'm not giving it no energy, at all.
Tila Shay, did you hear about it?
Yeah, I honestly I think Katt used the truth to open a door for himself. That's what I think.
And the other comedians that he so called disrespected or put on blast, like everybody is coming up off of it. All of them getting energy. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. And what about you, Kafira?
I agree with her. I think he used it to open a door for himself, but it also comes with a lot of bitterness as well. I think when Katt was going through a lot, people are quick to turn their back on you when you low. I mean, even though they are people in the industry, they kind of behave like people in our everyday lives that we know. When we up, everybody on the bandwagon and grinning. And when you down, people like, oh shit, like they see you coming and want to go the other way. They don't even want to help you when you down. So I just think it's a reflection times 10 on their platform because they have money. I think when he was down, he was bitter. Nobody helped him. And now that he's gotten back up on his game, because I really think he's doing some positive things to help some people, but don't be one of those people when he was down and he knew you and needed you and you weren't there. because now he ready to shit on you.
Right. And so it's so crazy because now he's bringing Katt, what's the name? Kevin Hart's wife on tour with him. Now, go ahead. I'm going to give y'all free rein. I got to do something real quick, but go on and tell me what you think about that real quick, and then I'll give y'all a backstory about Kevin Hart's wife.
I just think that's the biggest FU without saying nothing at all. Speaks
You would be right.
Face. He taking a picture with his hand around his wife, looking in the camera like, now what, Negro? What you gonna do? So, I mean, that's just, to me, that's the biggest, like, middle finger you could give somebody without actually doing it.
Yep.
My thing is, there's no need to give up middle fingers to nobody if you doing if you're on some righteous shit. You know what I'm saying? So the energy just got me fucked up. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no need for any of that. You know, if you're well on your way. You know, so. And how you doing, Miss Tula Shay? It's nice to share space with you again.
Yes, ma'am. It is. I appreciate that. Thank you. How have you been?
I've been beautiful.
That's good. That is good.
I'm sorry, my Instacart just came, so you know I'm just like, all right. So now I'm just gonna show. Okay, so Torrei Hart was there. I'm just giving the backstory about her. I don't even feel like sharing this picture of her or whatnot. Torrei Hart was there in the beginning of his career, of Kevin Hart's career. And I'm a reality TV fiend. I'm sorry. That is my release. That is where I go to watch, what I want to watch TV. I love reality TV. So I had the pleasure of watching Hollywood Exes. And the girl is funny. Okay. She's very funny. However, she had got some backlash for saying some derogatory things to Usher's ex-wife. However, she was still funny on the show. So it was revealed that she actually helped Kevin Hart write his first special. And that was the most funniest special Kevin Hart has done, and I have not seen him repeat it. So it makes me go back to behind every successful man is a what?
Even more successful woman.
So I feel like that's why Katt Williams decided to take her on tour with him, because she is actually funny. And to me, like during that time when I watched her on Hollywood Exes and Kevin Hart was doing his thing, she reminded me of a female version of Kevin Hart. But then once Kevin Hart started going through his little stages or whatever he was going through with his other specials, I no longer seen or recognized the person that everybody fell in love with. And I think that we have this nostalgic, hold on. Give me 1 second, you guys. And I did not mean to do that. How did this do that? Okay. Yes, dear.
I don't know if changes that I need some help.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay.
All right. I gotta go help her get the Instacart because my son is nowhere to be found. But I think it's like this nostalgic feeling that we feel like we trying to get back this feeling that we had when we first fell in love with Kevin Hart. Ladies, I know this is a lot to ask, but can y'all just take over for a second while I help my child with this Instacart?
Yes, ma'am. I don't know about you ladies, but none of them have that. I have no interest that much. I like anything that's good, anybody that's good. I'm just not that crazy of a fan of any of them, honestly. I like the movies if they're good. I'm just saying,
No, I'm right with you on that. I'm right with you on that. Like the topic, like I'm not giving it any energy. You understand? Like those people, I don't know them. They don't know me. They don't give a damn about me. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn about them. You know, it's not nothing that I'm going to invest energy in going deep into breaking it down and busting it down, going down the history and oh, this is true and debating. Like get the fuck out of here. I promise you, I'm focused on living my best life every day in real life.
Yes, ma'am. Because to me, they are normal people. I don't look at any of them as anything else. They got everyday issues just like we do. It's just the fact that we all know them from TV and movies. That don't mean anything. They're still human.
Yeah, and we don't really know what the hell is really going on any damn way.
Mm-mm.
So it's like, how can you formulate an opinion? And I watched the whole damn interview to be honest, because I wanted to watch it from a spiritual eye. You understand me? To hear what wasn't being said, you know? And I'm watching it, I'm like, this man is an actor. This, you know what I mean? So it's like, oh, he having this 2 hour and a half long interview about exposing stuff and about bringing up shit that happened in his own life with these people and all of that type of stuff. But he's a fucking actor.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't acting. What he was doing was, though, the people that he mentioned on the Shay Shay show, they had been on the show prior to him
I watched it.
show. I'm sorry.
I said, yeah, I watched the whole interview. I understand all of that, but I don't know if he was acting or not.
Yeah, I think they said some things during the show, their shows, and when he got a chance to get on the show to respond, he did. Now I will say this: several people said things about him because that's why he went down a list of people. But once he went down that list of people, the next day, the internet was blowing up with some of all of them, what they wanting to
Exactly. Exactly.
but when they were, coming for his head, he wasn't on the internet the next day responding. He waited till he got on that very same platform to respond. So I mean, people do things different ways. I unless I know the facts for sure. I know he's into entertainment and used to delivering lines. So when he talks, he's very dramatic when he talks because I also saw that what's her name? The interview he did with the radio personality lady.
I
What was
saw that. I saw that.
Wanda.
right? And then she promised to not ask him some things and respect him because you want to get him there. But if that's just like Mika promising me to come on her show, come on my show, sister. You're gonna be welcome. Nobody's gonna attack you. We just gonna have open forum conversations. And then when I get here, you know, her and maybe, you two other guests start to attack me about my personal life. So I'm just saying that's what she did to him. So you can't,
Hmm.
a lot of people, do things, and whether you see it openly that their integrity is there, or where you see openly where they betray a person,
Mhm.
you have to begin to move because I find Cat funny. I ain't gonna lie to you. I find Cat Williams to be funny. I don't find Kevin Hart funny. And Ricky Smiley, yeah, we on something different with him. But Cube, of course, he's up. But we heard what Cube had to say about Cat, and he kind of supported some of the things Cat said. So when
Hmm.
I start hearing people like Ice Cube, that's kind of been okay with his integrity, people are not accusing him of switching up on them. I have a tendency to lean towards those people and watch how they react to the things that was said. Now I know Ricky Smiley came on and said something, but the thing was Ricky Smiley said that was his part, that he had recorded it and everything. I ain't trying to thing. But when Ricky Smiley wanted to respond, he didn't address any of that. He had his agent come on and say, yeah, he read for the role, that he got the role. But then when the producers see that you can't act in that role, that's the mindset that they have for you for that role. But then when you get in it, you can't execute. That's just like hiring you to be a cashier and you can't count money. They don't know it for sure until you get in the register. Then a few nights your register is short, they like, okay, you might be better at stock or being a bag person, and they switch your role. But you can't be mad at them because you weren't a good candidate for being a cashier. And whatever happened with them happened. But like I said, I watched people's reactions. I didn't hear much. I didn't hear much that Katt lied. What I heard a lot of about is he was emotional and he came out like that. But that's why I just think, you can't expect. That's just like we help people, and then when we go to people and we want those same people that we helped to help us back, and they don't, then we get mad at them. I think this was a situation where Katt did that.
Right.
When he was down, that people didn't surround him and support him. He was mad that they didn't do that, and I think by the time he got his stuff together and got back on top, it was a way of showing them like, yeah, y'all ignored me, but I'm a big fish in this pond, and you shouldn't have ignored me. I
I
think.
don't. I think it's more than just that. Not to cut you off, Kiefra, but when you're doing an artistry and you're an artist, uh, when there's people that's willing to sell out the artistry for crumbs and not own their artistry, then it becomes difficult for you to be an original person and working your art. So when it comes to him and Kevin Hart, he's a little bit upset with Kevin Hart because he feels like Kevin Hart is not being genuine in his artistry, and he's just taking whatever and selling out to do Kevin Hart instead of putting in the work like Katt put in the work, right?
Right.
And then when it comes to him getting that Michael Blackson said something about him being a crackhead and try to clean it up like he didn't mean it like that, but still you put out there this man was doing crack. You feel me? And so and then Kevin Hart has some like issues where they kept arresting him because he wouldn't sell out to the industry. So then he became a target. And I know how that is, especially previously working for the government. Like when I stopped working for them, I became a target. You know what I'm saying, with the LAPD and all that stuff. And so I could see where he going, and I had to I I had to like just keep a low profile just so they could leave me the fuck alone. Like
Uh-huh.
they would like just like one time when they had repossessed one of my cars, saying that it was blocking somebody's driveway when it wasn't. Like just little stuff like that I had to deal with. And then when I even went to court, show video evidence that it wasn't blocking my driveway, even show video evidence of cars going in and out of the driveway, they still decided to take my car. Just stuff like that. When you're dealing with the powers that be, they want to keep you oppressed and suppressed, and when you're trying to make your own way. And I just give you another example, like when me doing this podcast or me being on TikTok or any social media, it's a thing called blackballed, or not blackballed, I think. No, it's another word, shadow banning, right?
Okay.
So they'll shadow ban you. Like if I go on my TikTok page right now, it'll show me having thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of followers adding me as followers, but my numbers won't go past 3,500 because I will not be subjected to the powers that be, and I'm always talking about things that are not politically correct. You feel me?
Right.
According to the powers that be. And then even when it comes to my YouTube page, my Instagram page, I could see my notifications say all these followers, but and then I because I'm so meticulous with stuff, I'll start writing down all the followers, counting them and everything, and it still won't add up. You feel me?
Right.
Katt Williams was dealing with that at a certain time in his life. And so then they took these token Negroes and started utilizing them against him.
Right.
You know?
That's what calls Kevin Hart an implant.
Mm-hmm. But now at this point in this,
Mm.
I'm starting to feel like Kevin Hart is also, I mean, not Kevin Hart, Katt Williams is also a plant.
Okay, come on now.
Because like you go on Club Shay Shay. Now the biggest, and I don't want to say the COON word, but the biggest, you went on the biggest COON word platform to do this interview. Like, why did you choose him out of all people? He don't even fucking
Also,
rap.
Also, Mika, I have a point to bring up. If you are exposing all of these other celebrities, black men wearing dresses, all of this gotta suck dick in order to, you know what I'm saying, get these movie roles and do all kind of nasty shit behind doors, and you survive the whole game with a virgin booty hole and without sucking no dick. But so how the fuck did you do it? Out of all of these people, you didn't have to do anything. You wasn't involved in anything. Like, what makes you so special outside of the protocol that goes on inside of Hollywood? How did you pull that off? And one thing he didn't say is that he ain't never say he ain't let somebody suck his dick. He said he had a virgin booty hole and he ain't sucked no dick. He ain't never say he ain't let nobody suck his dick. Like I said, I watched it to hear what wasn't being said.
Girl. Hello.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying we need to critically think here before we get all of our energy and shit involved and enthralled into the propaganda that's put out here to distract us from what's really going on in the motherfucking world. I'm just saying, make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Yes, I got that. That makes sense. A lot.
Make it make sense. And then he kept on. I promise you, he brought up sexuality so many times about how he just loved women to be around him. He preferred to be in the company of women, all of this old shit. And he brought up advocating for the gay community and all kind of shit. Like, why so much of that?
Right.
Ain't nobody asking the questions though. You feel me? Like I said, like, come on, man. It's all a cock of bullshit. And you said he went on the biggest COON platform. Because I ain't never even pay attention to that man before this damn Katt Williams interview. I promise you.
So Shannon Sharp
platform for too long. That's something new because he was a sports commentator at first.
Right.
Well, the thing is that I'm saying is that I don't give the celebrities energy. I live a real life, and that shit don't have nothing to do with my real life. That's what I'm saying. I'm not consuming and just a whole lot of things. I'm very careful about what I consume.
Well, I mean, we can all agree that he has been through some stuff. Now he's not gonna say what he did through because something made him break, something made him flip.
And then, okay, so now you done took your ass out here on what's the man named Shay Shay platform, and you done said all of this shit about these different people. Now what?
Now they're getting boosts. Like everybody is going back. Like even me, I fell for the okey doke. I went back. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just being honest. I went back on my Amazon Prime account. I went back to look at some of the old Def Comedy Jam shows. I went back in the time capsule. You know what I'm saying? And it was really to. Okay, so we know about it because I think we all around the same age, maybe 40s or whatever, mid 40s or whatever, or something like that.
Girl, I'm 35 for the 5th year, girl. Don't play with me.
Okay, well, I'm 26.
It's my favorite. I just like being 35, you know?
I'm 22 times
this
2.
This part of the conversation has absolutely nothing to do with me.
I'm 22 times 2.
Taylor Shay said, girl, mind your business.
Right. I'm mad at my business.
So, anyway, you guys know back in the day we used to sneak and creep and watch HBO and watch, we wasn't supposed to be watching Def Comedy Jam, but we was, And so, I was going back in the time capsule and stuff like that, even watching some old Showtime at Apollo's and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said in the beginning, like the comedy arena kind of took a dive during COVID because the way they make
we couldn't go outside. Yeah, they couldn't tour.
So it was basically planted for us to go to these shows. And then after that, I'm gonna let y'all take over. After that interview dropped, all of a sudden I have advertisements for each and every one he talked about new endeavor. Like Cat Kevin Hart is doing a show, Set the Entertainer is doing a show.
You
Uh
know, because you started digging.
huh?
You know, because you started digging. Them Google engines be listening. You don't even have to type that stuff. You've been sitting with a friend talking about something and then go to Google it. And before you get the first three letters in, that whole word right there.
Well, it happened before I started digging, actually. This
Oh,
particular time, it happened before I did start digging. Don't get me
okay.
wrong, but it happened like because when after I did my show after we did the show last week and I brought it up, I guess because they heard me say it maybe during
Yeah.
the show, then that's when it started coming. The what you call it, algorithm started
Yeah.
pushing shit on my timeline.
Right.
So I was like, okay. Now I'm going to TikTok to see if I can see some good conspiracy. Because I love conspiracy theories and I love going down rabbit holes. I go on TikTok and that's all I see on my TikTok. And I'm like, okay, I am so overwhelmed by this shit at this point.
Mika,
Yes,
can I
ma'am.
ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever, since you mentioned going way back,
Mm-hmm.
have you ever seen Cat Williams do an interview with anybody about him? Not when he was talking to someone promoting a movie,
Mm-hmm.
not when he was talking to someone promoting a comedy show, but about him. Have you ever saw that before Willie D and Shannon Sharp?
Take two of those and leave them in there. Girl, close my refrigerator and take those two in there and leave them two in here. What cookies? Okay, keep that back in here then. So, to answer your question, the first interview that I ever saw him do was with that Wanda Smith chick.
Yes.
Okay.
I
The
don't
reason why I asked that question is because when I said Cat used it, I think that he used the truth to open a door for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because, see, I've never heard Cat Williams' story. Now, Shannon was asking questions all over the map. And I'm like, Goddess, she went in on what she didn't hear, but my eye was focused on more of what I heard. And more of that interview was about Cat, his childhood, what happened with his father, how he ended up in Miami, to Oklahoma, to California, him funding his own self. That's why he don't do promotions. He don't do, he went through all of that. And it was the focus on him when he compared the position of Money Mike as a character that he wanted to do from what he knew in his own life.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
The way that he talked about it, but he didn't, and then there was, what's the name, who backed him up on the amount of people that he helped, Dion Cole. He was one of them. I mean, there are different eyes of angles to look at this, but Cat Williams also, from the beginning of his comedy career, he always spoke about the sexuality in the industry. He really did. Even before R. Kelly got talked about with all his mess, he really did talk about all of that. And that's why I say, for me, I can see everything he's saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he lied about anything, but like God has said, he could be leaving out some things too.
Yes, and also to just add on that, you ever met somebody that was so stronghold on a particular subject, like maybe a Christian always talking about homosexuality, or a
Mhm.
Christian always talking about sexuality? As an example, Juanita Bynum with her No More Sheets. Like when a person experience certain sexual things, that's the and they want to turn away from it, or they feel guilty about it, they tend to talk about it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like they could be uh, deep into that type of sexuality, but because of their guilt by participating, they talk about it a lot too.
Or
Absolutely.
or he could have been hella traumatized too.
And sometimes people don't, because I honestly believe that's why Tyler don't talk about it. He talked about that abuse from his stepfather from beginning to end, but he also, when he first came out, stated he was molested, but he's never once touched that story, and I believe he was sexually assaulting men.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take nothing away from his movies and shows. I separate the two. I like to watch them.
Mm-hmm.
It can be funny.
Absolutely, Miss
Again,
Susan. So
it's
I
all
agree with you.
it's it's all entertainment. I just can't care that much for any of them to where I can I don't get that much. You know what I'm saying? But I get we can opinionate about it. It is out there, but I just can't care that much about what
Right.
they're doing in their lifestyles, because we deal with that stuff every day in our life as well. There are a
Right.
lot of homosexuals out here. There are a lot of transgenders. There's a lot of homosexuals. There's a lot of straight people. But every day somebody's crossing a line and a boundary in our world.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And so, I kind of think people just deal with their trauma how they deal with it.
Yeah.
Guilt doesn't always
Mm-hmm.
make a person speak up. Sometimes guilt shame them, and they don't say anything, and they hold their head down and still
Mm-hmm.
participate. So it can kind of go both ways with that.
Okay, this Facebook user, I don't know who you are, but they say he flat out lied about a few things because he sprinkled the truth on top of lies. Y'all sucked it up with a big straw. Who? What? You gotta have to explain that to us.
No.
Well,
I mean,
and
well,
that's a matter
I
of,
understand exactly what they saying. I
and
understand
it's still
exactly
a
what they
matter of
saying. He
opinion.
had some
It's still
truths
a
in
matter
there.
of opinion.
Yeah, and
I
he had some truths in there. But I don't believe that everything that man was sitting up there talking about was the goddamn truth at all.
Right, right.
At all.
But for them to
He threw a
say,
whole lot of God in there. He threw a whole lot of things in there to for the target audience to bite.
right, but it's still unfair for anyone to say somebody's sucking something up with a straw. We have opinions.
Oh,
You
right.
know what
well,
I'm saying?
a lot of people did though. A lot of people did though. You know what I'm saying?
Because
But they said we did. You don't know that.
I'm so
I
sorry.
personally said I believe the man at what he was saying, but that's my opinion. And for
Right.
that user, if you don't believe it, speak on you. Because, see,
Right.
I didn't say specifically what I believed.
Right.
Right.
Let me address this real quick. So, and I always address this, like if you don't give the StreamYard permission to say your name on the StreamYard, and because I'm doing my production here, I don't get to see who you are. So no, I don't know who you are right now, and I don't have my phone in front of me to check. And if I did pull it up on my phone, it'll give like the feedback. So if you just say your name and who you are, then let me know. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching, thank you.
Right. While you shooting, talking about somebody sucking something up with a straw, honey. Who said it?
I sucked it up. I ain't gonna lie. I was sucking it
Oh,
up.
well, go ahead, baby. Go ahead and eat that
I
thing
was
on up.
sucking that shit up. Theron. Oh, hey, Theron. Okay, okay, bro. I'm sorry, honey. I didn't know who you was. Like, I
Well,
can't
I
see it.
thought that it was quite the juiciest tidbit because it was almost 3 hours of a juicy tidbit. So I had to listen. I ain't gonna lie. My son was like, "Oh, that cat interview with is off the chain. He did it with King. You need to listen to it." I was like, "Oh, really?" And so I sat 3 hours of it easily because it was just gossip. And then my sister easily sat through her 3 hours of it. came for some people, and some people come for.
Well, I'm gonna mute a couple of y'all while she talking. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry, Confera. Go ahead, babes. What
Oh
you
no,
were saying?
I'm just saying he came for a couple of people. And, you know, he said some things we don't know if they're truths sprinkled with lies or lies sprinkled with truths or however we. Nobody sucked up anything. I just listened to what he said, because we can all add a little bit of anything into something that's true and make it true. But I mean, I just wanted to hear what he had to say. To be honest with you,
Mm,
he looked very bitter and hurt to me. He still
mm,
emotional. If
mm,
if I just want to be honest about it, I don't know if
mm,
the story is true or not. He looked like he been hurt, and he looked like he on some get back to me. That's just the way it looks to me.
mm. Okay. Goddess Honest dropped off, but she back. Okay. So I didn't see bitterness, but I can see where you're going with that. And I don't know, Theron, bro. Can you tell us where the lie was? What you that you saw that was a lie? Because I'm not sure. I watched the thing like twice, and I think that he was being comedic about it. You know what I'm saying? He probably exaggerated a few things, but no one that he called out as of yet said he was lying. No one.
And came with the actual proof. Nobody has come with the actual proof.
So I think it like if you mean by what's the word I'm looking for when you don't tell everything, like God has already said what he didn't say, by omission, that's the word. If you feel like by omission, like he didn't tell everything, but he told the things he wanted to tell by omission, is that a lie? Then possibly I can see where you're going with that. I can see where you're going with that. It was this parody. You guys, T. Lachey and Goddess Honest, I muted y'all, but y'all can unmute y'all mics at any time if you guys want to jump in. Because I'm going to pull up something real quick that I want y'all to see, if y'all can see it. Because it was a parody that Pauly Shore did. And I thought it was so freaking funny.
About Kevin. I mean, not Kevin
I
Hart.
seen him with his bottle of motherfucking Crown Royal.
You saw You know what? Pauly Shore is funny as
I
fuck, bro.
seen some of it. I didn't watch all of it, but I was like, what the what going on here?
Yeah, he's so funny, you guys. And I'm just like, Polly, sure, you're silly as fuck, bro. He like, oh yeah, I got the finger in the booty. I'm the one that took the finger in the booty. I'm like, oh,
Oh, I didn't see all that.
it was okay. I mean, Goddess, it was girl. It was so. I'm sorry, I'm not to call you girl, but I was saying Goddess. It was so funny. I was like on the floor. Okay, I was like, what is he talking about? Let me see if I can
Right.
play it. Okay, when I just pull up TikTok on my computer, it's not the same. It's so different. Oh God, I hate this. Let me see the stuff that I reshared. It don't even show me that. Oh God, let me see if I. Okay, I want to pull it up so bad, you guys. Let me see if I can pull it up. Oh, by the way, I was looking at this Hennessy pound cake I'm finna make, baby. It's gonna be so good. I
Is
just
that
happened to see.
Instacart and stuff for to make the Hennessy pound cake?
Huh?
I said, did you Instacart stuff to make the Hennessy pound cake?
No, I didn't, but I'm gonna make it. I
Oh,
Instacarted some like snacks for the kids, so they can leave me alone because they always hungry. Them kids about to eat me out of house and the home, child. And they not even kids no more. They
teenage.
grown adults damn near. I got somebody coming back on here. Dang, I can't find it, you guys. Let me see if I can search it. And so on the Willie D, I don't want to stay stuck on Katt Williams because I did want to talk about Jonathan Majors. And I didn't want to talk about what Katt Williams said about Jonathan Majors. I want to talk about Jonathan Majors wanting his white woman to be like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama. I was like, how you was gonna get that, bro?
I don't even know who the fuck he is, but that's a funny ass statement to have one a white woman to be a Coretta Scott. Wait, what?
Yeah.
When as a black man, he's probably not even a Martin or a Barack.
Come on,
yeah, you gotta be Barack and Martin potential to even think about having a woman that's Coretta or Michelle. I think I found it.
Yeah, he's got a new movie coming out, don't he? Mr. and Mrs. Smith or something like that. The new Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Who?
Oh no, I'm thinking about somebody else.
Oh no, so a little background on Jonathan Majors. Let me just pull up his picture so y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all gonna be like, oh, I know who he is now.
I had to Google him when his picture came up. I'm like, okay, no, that's not him.
He was on one of my favorite shows, which was Lovecraft Country. And it was man, if y'all haven't seen Lovecraft Country, you gotta go see it. You gotta go watch it. You gotta watch that. It was about how Black folks dealt with spiritual entities and stuff like that. And so I think that was a very telling show, because actually Lovecraft was created by a white man, and it wasn't intended for blacks. Actually, can y'all see that? Can you see?
I know who he is now.
Yeah, that's Jonathan Majors. So now
he's married to a white woman.
No, he was going with he's not married to her. He was going with a white woman, and she went through his cell phone, and some older woman or whatever said she wanted him to kiss him, and so the girl tried to take his cell phone. He tried to take his cell phone back, and she says that she broke a finger, even though it's video footage of her using that same finger like it wasn't broken right after. She chased the nigga down the street. Williams was talking about when he was running down the street. She was chasing him after he got his phone back or whatnot. But then she pressed charges against him for assault because she said she broke her finger and she had a scratch behind her ear. But he also on him. He had scratches on his face and scratches on his arm. So it was like a little tussle to get his phone back. So he ended up being guilty for involuntary assault. So now he also had shows that he was going to do, movies he was going to do as far as being on Marvel. And so Marvel took their contract back. These are some shows that he's been on. He's been on Quantum Mania, Creed, Lovecraft Country. If y'all haven't seen The Harder They Fall, that's a good one too. These two, Lovecraft Country and The Harder They Fall, are like
Lovecraft is everything. I got to go back and watch that whole thing again.
It was very good. And Creed, Creed,
they hurried up and took it off too.
Huh?
They hurried up and didn't canceled that shit too because it was too powerful.
Well, what happened is that when the creator of the show, she's not the writer of the book, she completed the book on the show. So when they did that season or whatever, the book was finished, the whole book. So it was nothing else.
What? We didn't want more?
We wanted more, so she tried to go in a different direction, and nobody picked up the different direction.
Girl, that shit was too powerful, letting us know who the hell we really is. That's what the issue is. That shit was too fire. Too true.
I'm starting to have issues. I'm starting to take issue though on these black men playing powerful black men in these movies and supposedly protecting the black woman in these movies, but then all of them have white women. And I'm
Why
not sure, huh?
have white women?
They actors.
I can't tell you right now.
I'm just saying, shit.
Right.
We
So
don't
it's
know these motherfuckers. We don't know these motherfuckers when they don't give a one fuck about us.
they really don't. They really don't. So I was just intrigued by the fact that he thought that this white woman he was with was gonna be a Claretta Scott
How did
King.
that come about? How? What?
I just want to say that's what he get. That's what he get. Cause can't nobody be us but us.
Girl, but they all try. They all be trying.
Okay, but trying and being, we all know. Like they ain't been able to do it in all these years. I guess okay, they got it right now. Maybe he had the one that was gonna get it right. They all think they got the one that's gonna get it right.
And then you sitting up here talking about you sick of them playing roles in movies and then having white women. First of all, we gotta understand who the hell we are first. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Straight
I
up, how powerful we are. You understand me? Fuck
right.
with how a man depicting us or how the fuck we view by others. How the hell is we viewing ourselves?
Right.
You understand? Straight up. None of this shit don't matter. If she not walking with her head to the stars, none of this shit don't matter.
It really don't. So
If she doesn't understand her godlyhood, none of this shit don't matter. If she's not representing herself as a goddess, none of this shit don't matter.
scripturally, right? Scripturally. You know, I always gotta go to the
Oh, here we
scripture.
go.
They men, the especially Kafir, you could back me up on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Men and in the truth or so-called truth, they always tell us that we're supposed to be quiet and we're the weaker vessel, right? But the scripture does not say that, and
No,
I'm a semantic person and I know English very well because that's my first
exactly.
love. So the scripture say treat us as if we were the weaker vessel. That
Right.
means you're supposed to handle us with care. You're supposed to protect us. You're not supposed to let nothing come because
You're not supposed to be shouting at aggressive with us, talking to us like you talk to another man. We supposed to be handled in a more delicate way. And that doesn't mean, like that mean we need to go shut up and sit down somewhere and let men talk and not have an opinion until they give us permission to have one either.
right. And so see, this is supposed to be another show that I was going to do for my mouth off with Mika, but since I got my strong goddesses on the channel, I just want to bring this part up because it say we're supposed to be a helpmeet, right? It don't mean that we're supposed to be a slave. It don't mean that you're supposed to step down on us or whatever. It means that we are supposed to help you. How do we help you if we got to shut the fuck up?
How about they could stop trying to tell me what my role is, and when you learn yours, and I'm mine is.
Wait, said it again.
I said, how about they could stop trying to tell me what my role is as a woman,
Mm-hmm.
and when they learn theirs and live theirs, then I'll know what mine is.
Exactly.
Well,
Tell me how I am and how outspoken I am, and how I'm not supposed to say anything, but you don't want to address you being a provider and a protector. The word provide, just like they allergic to it. It make them get aggressive.
Right. I definitely agree.
I wouldn't know how to go out and provide if I had a mama titty feeding me my whole motherfucking life and they never taught me how to. I wouldn't know how to provide. I wouldn't know how to be a man if I was raised up in a manless, fatherless home. And I wouldn't know how to do these things either.
We don't know how to do a lot of things, but when we
If
want
I
to enough, we get out there and learn how to do it.
if I may interrupt.
We're not black men in America. We don't have. I mean, we got the hardest job out this motherfucker, but at the same fucking time, our men, baby, they done been beat down, drugged. Hell, they fight every motherfucking thing is designed to put motherfucker for failure against they motherfucking asses, and that's true. And that don't mean that they can't still prevail through things, and we don't still have strong, upstanding black men in our communities and shit like that. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of shit that wasn't instilled in them or the women. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
A whole lot of shit.
Them Willie Lynch letters is real. A whole lot of stuff we didn't get. But that didn't stop mothers from being mothers.
Absolutely not.
I'm just saying, it's about self-improvement and self-help. You know, I didn't have the greatest of mother experience with my mother. Now, my mother was an excellent provider, but she sucked at nurturing.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I didn't get that at home, that was something that I wanted once I became a mother, because I didn't want my children to experience or feel the way I felt.
Absolutely.
So my mother's relationship with her mother was broken, and then my mother died when she was very young, so she was raised by her sisters. You see what I'm saying? So there was a strong curse that had
Yeah,
started.
yeah.
Right. So at some point you have to make the decision. It's a hard one to make. You have to
And
start dating.
everybody don't have it. Everybody don't have that. Everybody do
Right.
not have the capacity to be able to do that. Everybody's
Right.
not chosen to do that. But the ones that are, you know what I'm saying? I have a similar I understand what you're saying as far as the relationship with the mother and all that old type of shit. You know, but some of us is here to break those curses.
Right. And when it and I agree with which was that goddess that said that some of our men come up with a titty in their mouth, and if they don't have a mother, if they have a mother doing everything for them, then they're not exposed to men, around them doing
I mean,
that.
because all our men is in jail and then got killed, and you know it's systematic shit that we're dealing with the ramifications of today. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Right. Just to interject, you guys, I just want to let everybody know to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. I got to put that out there. Make sure you guys follow Goddess Honest and follow Kiefra Alexis, and Tila Shay, she's MIA on social media, so you got to catch her when you find her.
It's coming. It's coming. I do want to speak really quick, if you ladies don't mind. And as for me, as a black woman, my focus in life coaching is those generational curses of brokenness, where they come from, how they came about, and what they produce. Narcissism, gaslighting, love bombing. We all, as humans, yes, we can have a different opinion, a different mental perspective, and that's one of the major problems with brokenness, because it is of a mental perspective. And a lot of people believe that just because it makes sense, that's only logic. Anybody can make sense of anything, but does not mean it's going to connect the dots in the way that it's supposed to. As a believer in Jesus, his image created in us, connecting the dots for me when it comes to walking under him, that means how we learned how to connect the dots with a straight line. That's Jesus to me. Brokenness will have you connecting the dots looking like a porcupine. And some people are okay with that, and they will push that mindset off on other people when you can't have it both ways. I think that we all have it in us to change, because if we can change our mind, we can change our life. A lot of people don't believe they're wrong. And that's one of the first things. And a person reason, like I said before, it's sad that in this day and age, right and wrong has become a form of opinion.
Yep.
It used to be a fact, a
Yep.
matter of fact back in the day, and so, and one of the things I agree, Goddess, and I disagree a little bit with women raising men, young boys. There have been a lot of women out here who raised young boys by raising them to be the man they wanted them to be. Meaning, if you like a man to treat you a certain way, women have raised those young men that way. A lot of men out here, great men, have been raised by a single black woman. But I get your
I'm not
perspective.
disagreeing with that. I'm not saying that I did make a point to say that not
I know.
everyone.
Right.
You know what I'm
No, I was
saying?
getting to your point, though, because you actually said it when you spoke on providing. So I don't want to misspeak your words. I was just in that aspect because it was like a two-part for me. But I get what you're saying. If you don't have it, sometimes it's hard to give what you don't have or what wasn't given to you. So if he wasn't never shown how to provide because he was always being taken care of, 9 times out of 10, he won't know how to provide.
Right. And then he was always taken care of because his mother had no choice but to be the fucking provider because there was no, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
we
Yes,
got
ma'am.
fatherless homes and manless homes and not by choice, but like I said, a lot of the shit is systematic, you know what I'm saying? And deliberately, you know what I'm saying, created to
Yes,
separate
ma'am.
the family, the strong black family. You understand me? So yeah,
Yep.
I agree with you 100%. I 100% agree with you. But my thing is pointing out the issues that led up to this shit, and then
Right.
figuring solutions. You know, every time I speak
Right.
on anything, it's on a solutionary basis because
That's
there
what.
are ways, and like you mentioned,
Yes, ma'am.
people have a problem with admitting that they're wrong. And my thing is, if the way the things have been and the way the things that the way you've been taught to do things are the decisions that you've made, there's a better way to get things and execute the outcomes that we actually would like, then
Yes,
that's the
ma'am.
issue. Because people don't want to admit that they fucked up or they had it fucked up. But guess what? We've been raised by some people who didn't know everything. They just was trying to get the fuck by. You understand
Yes,
what I'm saying? And they were doing what their
yes,
parents were
ma'am.
doing. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes,
so
ma'am.
therefore, we're dealing with the ramifications of that. The issue is not what the fuck didn't happen to you. The issue is, do you have the ability to change your perspective on the way you're going about doing things and say, oh, you know what? I fucked up. But damn, wow, here's another way. If you don't have the
Yes,
capacity to fucking
ma'am.
be able to do that, then this is why that's how them cycles continue.
Yep. And that's one of the reasons why I took it upon myself. In the solution of that is to help people to know, one, where it comes from, two, how to
Mm-hmm.
identify it, and three, how you can change that. Because
Mm-hmm.
it also produces mental health, misdiagnosis of a lot of things, all because people
Mm-hmm.
don't know that they can change by just
Mm-hmm.
realizing that they're part of their own problem. They take them everywhere they go.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And we're
Absolutely.
not
I'm one
even
of those
fighting
people.
this devil
Mm-hmm.
that we're fighting. It was the same devil on our mothers, our grandmothers, our
Mm-hmm.
our ancestors. This is a
Mm-hmm.
devil from the beginning of time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, it enhanced itself through slavery and everything else. And
It's a
and it
lot.
just,
That's where we go to, and I don't know if you guys know her, who she is. Oh God, and her name is on the tip of my tongue. Dr. Joy DeGruy, and she talk about post-traumatic slave. Wait, post-traumatic slavery or post-traumatic? I think that's what it is. Post-traumatic slavery, right?
mhm.
If you ever get a chance to YouTube Dr. Joy DeGruy, please do. She touches on those things and how they say that it was a misconception that black women could tolerate any type of pain, and our men included, and some of our own women, which we would call toxic femininity, have subjugated themselves to that ideology to think that we can endure any type of pain. That's when that strong black woman synapses come in at, because
Fuck all of that. I've
Yeah.
been called strong my whole life since I was a child. You hear me? You the
All
strong
my
one.
life I
Mashika,
had
you the strong one. Mashika, you the strong one. My
to.
thing is I didn't have a damn option but to damn be strong. I didn't have an option but to see my way through certain situations. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in my soft stage now. I'm in my divine femininity now. And I was talking to my guy about, enjoying being in my soft state and healing through all of that trauma that I had done experienced. You know what I'm saying? That made me have to walk in my masculinity. I'm grateful that I can now sit back and be a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I can sit back and not have to worry about everything not getting done unless I do it.
Right. Exactly.
You
Um,
understand me? Being called strong was I began to take it as a damn. I became offensive. I felt offended when people started. I mean, once I got to a certain space, I'm like, but y'all acting like I chose this shit.
right. And so it brings me back to like when I was growing up, like maybe in my early 20s, and I was going through trials and tribulations, and people kept telling me to pray for strength, and I was praying for strength, and I just kept getting hit with trials and tribulations, and I had to sit down and get on my knees again and say, Lord, I don't want to be strong no more.
Right,
Tired of being strong. I just want a cool, smooth breezing life. I don't want to be strong. Don't label me as no strong black woman. I don't
right,
want. I want me a strong black man so I can
right,
just be a woman.
right.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Kiefra, you got quiet.
No, I'm agreeing. I'm listening, and I'm agreeing. I'm not too quiet because I agree with, like your cousin said. It wasn't until she got with her guy. Is that because he made you feel safe, where you felt like you didn't have to fight for everything by yourself?
Well, the thing is that I had already began my healing journey, and I had discovered a thing called self-love. I had discovered I had already exited myself out of survival mode. You understand me? Through the process of years of healing myself. And so
Mm-hmm.
to where I was vulnerable enough to even let a man in my life, or let my guards down and be open and for love and take the risk. Whether when you open up your heart, you got a chance of that motherfucker being destroyed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have reached a space with myself to even be vibrating at such a frequency to welcome in the love frequency. Do you understand me? And yes, I do. Um, uh, I enjoy that safety feeling, because that's the feeling that when you're a woman operating in your masculine and have to get shit done that you do not experience. It never being safe. That's what keeps you on your fucking toes.
And
Right.
it's like being vulnerable, you know. And so,
Yeah.
but you got to be careful with who you be vulnerable with. And
Absolutely.
I'm so blessed and so grateful that I found someone that I could really be vulnerable with, and I feel safe. You know, you want to feel safe, and so a lot of men, we'll let them into our spaces, but we don't feel safe because then I don't know how it happened. You guys could chime in on this part, but like we're always trying to fix them because we're healers. You know what I'm saying? We're healers by nature, so we trying to fix a nigga. No, I don't want to fix nobody no more. I'm done fixing somebody. Now, I don't mind helping this person who already know what he needs to do to fix himself, but me being the one coming up with the ideas to fix a nigga, I'm not doing that no more. That's out.
Your cousin said something very
It's
key.
not my cousin, it's my friend.
I'm sorry. You said one was cousin and one was auntie, is what I thought you said,
No, I
right?
said Tila Shay is like my auntie because she got the wisdom. Like I want to call her auntie. I want to call her TT.
Girl, I'm thinking she your auntie for real. I'm so sorry.
And Goddess Honest is my friend from like 2013, but we reconnected recently. So
Okay. So actually, coming out of survival mode
yeah.
is your turning point then.
Mm-hmm.
And coming out of survival mode is also going to be a man's turning point. Because when he feel like he doesn't have to defend and guard himself against the world, okay, it's one thing that you have to do it against the world, but at some point, you have to begin to trust your circle, a circle of.
Mhm.
Wait a minute, Facebook user. Who just be talking? I know you ain't talking about me. Okay, go back, y'all. That was at 9:38, so he must be talking about me because I was talking. She just be talking. You can kiss my grits. How about that? Next. Anyway, yes, we all need to. It's called dissociative disorder. Is that what it's called? I think it is. And so, what we need to do is understand that there has been a brainwashing going on. We were in the chat, in the back chat. I know you know, Kiefa. Okay,
How did
whoever
you?
you are, Facebook. Wait a minute. He said yes. You wait a minute.
Yeah, but that's why I haven't said her name because I didn't know how to say it. That's a pretty name.
Kafira. She said
Kafira.
Oh,
Okay,
Kafira.
get it right.
it wrong.
Let's get it right. Yes, you, Mika. Okay, you go. Whoever you are, you gonna definitely kiss my grits when I find out who you are, sir, ma'am, or whoever.
Kafira, what you was saying about the getting out of the survival mode? And
Getting out of the survival mode takes you out of that fierceness where you feel like you operating just for you. It leaves you aggressive. It leaves you untrusting of people.
Hmm.
And if you don't realize you operating in survival mode, that's even worse.
oh, ma'am. And then it's a shortage of good men. Well, hell, most good men don't want to be with a woman who move like a man.
Oh, absolutely not.
And I am not that word good. I believe goddess. I don't know if you was on the show that time with Mika. I don't remember which one it was, but good has been interpreted to me in the wrong sense of a relationship, and a
But
part
like
of the
good men.
lesson. No, a part of the lesson. Remember, I told you as a part of this breakdown, when you look at the definition of the word good,
Mm-hmm.
nothing about good, and it wasn't meant to be offensive, disrespectful. It's just, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Good has nothing to do with a relationship.
Right.
Being good people, it has nothing to do with a relationship, because if you walk in a good character of what they call good, you're doing that single or not. So it has nothing
Oh,
to do
absolutely.
with a relationship. The word relationship, it's about how two people relate to one another. Being
That's
a good person has nothing to do with how far your relationship can go or will go.
that's
It
right.
has absolutely nothing to do with that. And so
Um,
people would say, oh, she had a good man. He had a good woman. What is good? Because she can cook, she can clean, she can work, she can have respect, good attitude. She
Right.
can believe in whatever her higher power is. She can take care of her kids. She can pay all her bills. Okay, but what does any of that have to do with a relationship?
I agree
Nothing.
with you because I'm showing up as a good woman who operates from our heart space. You understand that?
Right.
And this man showed up in my life as a good person who operates from his heart space. You know what I'm saying? That
Mm-hmm.
automatically have respect and honor women, period, not just only me. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. But my thing is, none of those things are none of those things is really what is making your relationship work. What
Well, I
work is
don't
the
think so.
dynamic between you two. Like you said,
Well,
number
no, I
one,
never said
treating
none
you
of that.
with
I
respect.
was saying what?
No,
Oh my,
I know you
let me.
didn't. I'm sorry. That's not what I was saying. What I was
Oh,
saying was, you made the good point that you carry that and so does he. But what I was saying, I was just trying to make the point that none of that is what holds your relationship together. So therefore, some
absolutely
people can
not.
understand that being a good person has nothing to do with relationship and how they form and how whether they'll make it or not. But a lot of people believe that. Oh, he had a good woman. What was good about her? She was truthful. She wasn't a liar. She was working every day. She was cooking. She was cleaning. She was taking care of the kids. She's a good mother. Okay, but what does that have to do with the relationship.
It don't. Me and Mika just had a conversation a couple of weeks ago, and I was telling her that relationships and marriages need more than love to motherfucking survive,
It
to
does.
work out, to have a functional, happy dynamic. It takes more than love. It takes skill sets. It takes communication. It takes, you know what I'm saying?
That part.
Yep, communication.
A
It
lot of
takes
things that
commitment.
we don't.
It
And
takes
then you
trust.
can't be owning somebody. Somebody can't be belonging to you. They belong to them. You understand
Right.
me?
Yep.
Now what you
And that's the
creating?
other thing.
Here real quick. I'm just putting
What?
another it because I feel like love is the driving force to those things. Everybody think when we think about love, we think about butterflies and rainbow. Right? To me, love is sacrifice. To me,
Not
love,
to me. I ain't sacrificing shit in the name of love. I don't have
Well,
to.
love is
love
definitely not a feeling. It is an
Love is free. It's a frequency. Hey.
it's what you do, how you do it, if you're doing it
right.
at the right time, for the right person, for the right reasons.
What your intentions are behind doing it.
Exactly.
Huh.
Love
So
is
love is not a feeling. Even if
it's
you
it's
go
it's
big,
the action. It's
it's an
like
action.
so
It's
all
Because
an energy.
so are you
biblically, in the Bible, it will tell you
right scripturally. Let me just
it's
get this
an
out
action.
real
It's
quick
an action.
because all those things God is honestly talking about when it comes to learning to communicate, learning to have those skill sets,
It's
learn
necessary.
that to me is a part of love. You start doing those things because you love that person and you
Exactly.
want things to be in harmony. So for me, that
But I
is
mean, you should have communication skills whether you're in a relationship, loving on somebody or not. That is just a skill set that most people do not have.
that's true. But okay, I'm
So
sorry.
I'm not learning how to communicate
Okay,
for nobody.
okay, goddess honest. Just hold on and hear me out, right? So scripturally, right? Because I'm coming
Oh,
from
mm,
okay, when we love our brothers and sisters, right? We don't got to know them and have a personal relationship with them. Loving them is like it's following the law, statutes, and commandments of the
That's
Most
right.
High. And so when we follow the law, statutes, and the commandments of the Most High, we treat them with dignity and respect. We don't steal from them. We don't sleep with a man or woman. We don't we don't lie on them, make
Right.
up rumors on them.
You
We
help
don't
them.
go ahead, Kiefer.
Right. You're trying. No, I'm piggybacking off of what you. Well, backing off of what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You do things for them as you would want someone to do things for you, and that's how the commandments are set up.
Right.
So
Do
those
unto
last six
others as you want done unto you.
sister, and the first four is how you treat God. So,
Mm-hmm.
and you will see in the Bible, like I think we looked it up at one point. It was maybe what 76 times it says times in the Bible. If you love me, then keep my commandments. So love
Mm-hmm.
is an action. Is an action.
Mm-hmm.
We grow up thinking love is an emotion. Oh, you love me. You feel this for me. You feel that for me. When it's not.
Right. It's definitely an action. And so you would do things like if there's a communication problem, right? As adults, this is something that I always maintain. You want to get an understanding of the other person because you're not in that person. So that's where communication comes in at. The problem with a lot of communication right now, because people tend to be stuck on, well, you said this. Okay, well, if this is what you got from what I said, let me rephrase it and say it this way so you can understand. But you want to be stuck on how you took it instead of how I meant it, right? And so if I'm trying to come up with a solution or try to gain an understanding and you're still stuck on how you felt by what I might have said or how I might have conveyed it because the communication is not there or because there's different communication based on cultural differences, backgrounds, the way you was raised and growing up. So if you took offense by what I said and I'm trying to clear it up and you still offended, then that's where the communication breaks. Because if I'm saying like, no, listen, as your sister and whatever, I would never want to hurt you. I want to respect you. I don't want you to feel that way. And I didn't mean that. And you still stuck on that feeling, then how can we communicate?
Exactly.
Okay, and then what energy are you in while you're attempting to communicate? Because a lot of times, like we can come back to this at another time. If you
Okay.
angry or upset or feeling hurt, or you're in a space that you know what I'm saying, to where your emotions it can blur the way that your tone is very important. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to get your point across. You're trying to share and communicate your feelings, how something affected you, in order to reach a solution, right? But you can't do that when you're upset. You can't do that when you're in the thralls of anger. You can't do that when you know what I'm saying. You can't do that at certain times where you got to get your shit together. So that's another skill set that you need to have in life and in relationships.
Yeah. Communicate when you
That's definitely a skill set, because like if I'm a big supporter of going to your own mutual quarters, because I need some time to like reflect all the time, and a lot of times I find myself like in past relationships where a person wants me to address something right then and there, and then I'll be like, okay, well, right now is not the time for me to address this, because I need time to process reflect what I could have done different. What can I say different? How can I approach this better with this person, knowing this person's personality and this person's boundaries? You feel me? So it's about like understanding the person that you're dealing with, and also understanding what you could do to make it better. You know what I'm saying? However, that don't mean I'm going to, because I'm very stubborn. So at some point, like I'm the type of person like, okay, well, I feel like this person is just being ridiculous, and I'm gonna stand on my shit and fuck whatever they feeling, because my
I
feelings.
don't do that. I actually don't engage in arguments and back and forth with any humans. My animals piss me off. You understand what I'm saying? Real
Don't be
talk.
talking about the cat right now, goddess honest.
She right here. She ready for the work too. But real shit, like I will politely bow out if it's an issue. I will politely bring it up. If I have an issue, I will politely bring it up. But if it comes down to any type of going to bat for anything or any type of debate or whatever the fuck going on, I bow out and I will revisit it, or I won't visit it at all. I might not visit your ass again. You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
I don't have a problem with that. I'm not fighting. I don't deal in relationships and energetic exchanges that is pulling from me and that I have to fight for, and that's a tug of war. I don't have those types of energies in my life, and I don't bring that energy to anyone. You understand that?
Yes, I got that 100%. That's why I said, like, if I'm standing on my shit and my feelings, like, okay, if I feel like I'm putting my integrity and my dignity on the line, and I'm not being my authentic self and how I feel, then I can't do it.
I refuse. I don't have it in me, and I don't have attachment issues and shit like that. I'd be like, all right, it was nice, or it wasn't nice, or this just ain't working. All right, you know, and I mean this in every sense of the word, in every demographic. I mean, I'm talking about friends, family. I'm talking about I don't give a fuck who you are.
Right. Unfortunately, though, when it comes to my family, this is just a totally different ballgame.
Yeah, I walked away from mine many moons ago, honey, never to return again. And because I don't belong to you people. I'm not y'all.
Nobody. I'm with you on that one, sis. I ain't in the business of bothering
No,
nobody.
not at all. Not at all.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. And so I come to this enlightenment or whatever. It's not me, it's you. And I hate to say that, right? But when no, seriously, not nobody in particular.
Rolled off your tongue way too easy.
Huh?
I hate to say it, that rolled off your tongue way too easy.
It ain't me, it's you. It ain't me. It can't be me. It gotta be you,
If
right?
it's not, I mean, but if it's not even a possibility that it's you, then whatever the hell is going on is guaranteed to keep on going on. If it could, because it very much could be you, and it's gonna take you to see that. You know
It
what I
ain't me.
mean?
It ain't me. It ain't me. Just like you gotta find this, I'm in my bubble, right? Just like you, sis. I mean,
Girl, you ain't in nobody's motherfucking bubble.
I know I'm in my bubble, like for real. Like so for
You
me,
girl,
right?
come on, like me, girl. Please, I have no nonsense. You're right. People have access to your energy, baby. 90 miles going north.
No, because I love my family. I do love them, you know.
Okay, you don't say you like me then.
Well,
Shit.
I'm in my bubble, right? I don't bother nobody. If I call somebody or whatever, it's genuinely to like, chop it up with them, see how they doing, whatever, right? Um, I have a selected few people who would call me just to argue, right? And I'm like, it's not me, it's you because
Who?
I wasn't bothering you. I didn't pick up the phone to talk to you. I
She
was
said
over
name
here.
names, nigga.
Good. Who?
She said shoot your shit and name names.
Right. Who?
Well, I'm not gonna do that. Well, okay. Number one person is my motherfucking brother. He would call me and he'd be telling me
I
about
think
my
it's
stuff.
fine in a
And I'll
minute.
be like, bro, I don't want to hear that. Then I have my friend C, she'll be like, girl, you pissed me off. And I don't even know what the fuck I pissed her off for. And then one of my exes would call me on some bullshit. Like it's like friends. It just be people, they be mad about whatever going on in their life.
The people gon' people.
People be people in. God
And
is honest.
Gon'
I'm
people.
pissed
And
off.
so
I'm finna call Mika ass right now and
I
see.
don't guess what? I don't give a fuck. They know who I am. They know me. They know I don't give a fuck. Like you can argue me to the death. If I'm standing on my square, I'm standing on my square. I don't care. But I love you though. But I'm not gonna switch my position on my square. I'm on my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you get it off. Get it off your chest. If you gotta get it off your chest, get it off your chest. But one thing you ain't gonna do is make me be you, because it ain't gonna never happen. I'm not gonna be.
Mm.
I'm gonna always be me, and I'm an individual. You feel me? So a lot of people want people to live like they live. It ain't gonna happen, Captain.
Good luck with that shit.
I'm not doing it. I cannot live like you. I could take some jewels from you. I could take bits and pieces in the page from your book, but I'm not gonna take the whole book because that is not me. I'm just me. And that's just my Aquarius nature. I'm always an individual, and I'm rebellious. I'm just gonna go. You say go left, I'm going right, nigga. That's just,
Absolutely. That's what you be doing, Mika. That's what you be doing.
I'm just telling the truth. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? But I respect everybody. I respect
Right.
everybody,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
and I appreciate the differences of us because we are a body. We are a body of Christ. Like we got a hand, we got an arm, we got a leg, we got eyes, we got nose. All these body parts do not function the same, but they come together to create an ultimate thing. And I
That's
respect
a beautiful thing that you have. I mean, I feel the same way, but a lot of people do not feel that way, and they don't see the world that way. You know what I mean? And see, we here coexisting. You know what I'm saying? I think it's beautiful the differences that people have. You know what I'm saying? But you would not find me trying to force a circle into a square ever.
ever. Don't do it. T. Lachey, you got
Can I
quiet.
say something real quick before? I'm sorry. I just want to say something, if I may, before we move on from this.
Mm-hmm.
Goddess is an energy lightning bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Energy, this is in reference to love, actually, when you guys were talking about love.
Mm-hmm.
We think, we feel in that order.
Mm-hmm.
We can't feel anything for anybody unless we've thought it. We like a
Come on
person.
with
We
the
don't know
facts,
we
Miss
like them.
Tia Shay. Come on with the
Uh-huh.
facts, baby. You on fire. You on fire. Come on with it.
And so, biblically, when you guys were talking about love,
Mm-hmm.
if he is love and we were created in the image of him,
Mm-hmm.
we are love.
Mm-hmm.
Love is a feeling. Love is an emotion. He
Mm-hmm.
said
Love is
iron
a
sharpens
frequency.
iron. How can iron sharpen iron if it never touches it? It sharpens when you rub them together.
Mm-hmm.
Energy is rubbed together with energy in a positive. When you take a positive energy with another positive energy, you have created goddess. And I meant that in a metaphorically way because she is the energy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they say negativity feeds because you can only pull what you are pushing out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just so I could interject on that, it's
Mhm.
all. I mean, when it comes to negative and positive charges, a negative and a positive always connect. In a
No,
negative.
that's not what I meant. I wasn't being scientific, Mika. I
Okay.
meant
She
Okay.
was
I
being
meant in
metaphor.
the
She was using it as a metaphor.
Okay,
uh-huh.
and then I want to also say more than one thing can exist at one time. Love
It can.
is energy. Love is a feeling. Love is
That's what
also
I was
an
getting
act.
at.
Okay, all
Yes.
right.
But that's exactly the point I was making though.
Okay.
Because where do we act from? What do we act from? When angry people act, they're acting from an emotion.
Mm-hmm.
When happy people act, they're acting from an emotion.
Mm-hmm.
So although love is in action, you have to feel it to act it.
You have to beat it, honey.
That's what I meant. That's why I
Yeah.
said
You gotta
you
feel
have
it,
to feel
be it,
it
walk
to
it.
act it. That's what I mean.
And so that's why I always reiterate that you, in order for you to want to receive something, then you have to be that in what you want to
Right.
receive.
100%.
And you got my point when I said goddess is an lightning bolt
A
because
lightning
she
bolt.
works
I do not disagree because she
she
is.
works well because she works in energy. But
Mhm.
we all know that's why I said I wasn't meaning it scientifically. If
Okay.
her
Mhm.
energy is vibrating through nothing but positivity, what do you think she's going to get back? Because she's not going to
Mhm.
allow negative energy. So when I
Not at
say when
all.
we put out love, love
Mhm.
loves itself.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But that action comes from us being it, and we have to feel it to be it.
And
Mhm.
that's why
Because
when Kafira said about my guy and all that, I'm like, well, I had already reached this place with myself.
yes,
You know what
ma'am.
I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
And so that's going right back to what you just said. You on fire, Miss T. Lachey. I love it.
We have to be the people we want to be. You see what I'm saying? Like if you want a certain type of man, you are who he is. And when I say you are who he is, your energy that you vibrate, he can vibrate it. He's not going to identically vibrate it, but it's going to be a good vibrate. So
Along the
therefore,
line.
we
Right.
have to be who we want to be in our life. Whatever
Mhm.
kind of man I want to be in my life, I have to
Mhm.
be that woman.
That's
Mhm.
right.
You will only attach yourself to who you are.
Absolutely.
That's
Not
right.
attract, but attach.
And
Because
I
we can
understand
attract
it.
anybody.
And then we speaking of love, Miss T. Lachey, I want to speak of unconditional love because that is
Hmm.
the ultimate goal. That's what I'm experiencing, and that's what I've come to learn.
That's what it's all
Love.
about.
I'm giving it. I'm giving it. I'm not giving it in with any kind of expectation in return.
Right.
I'm giving it
That's
because
it.
that's what I am. You understand? And I know
Yep.
that what I am is what I will attract. You understand me? So
Yes, ma'am.
A free
yes.
this. Be careful with your words because that's you giving your love freely. There are some conditions to your love because if
Well,
you're
no. There may be some condition to your love.
are
You can
you
speak of.
disrespected, you gonna still treat them the same and love them the same.
Well, I don't tolerate disrespect in any area of my life.
But
in any
hold on
room
a
that I
second.
walk in because I don't disrespect people. I don't, so I don't, I won't say I demand
But
respect. I used to demand respect, but I respect myself. And so nothing like that is going to touch me. I'm not going to attract some belligerent motherfucker that wants to disrespect me or demean me in any type of way.
Mm.
No,
but
no.
the answer, but the question she asked was,
How
would you still love him? You can love him and not be with him or
Yeah,
accept his
I
crap.
most definitely love him to the moon and back, but baby, I'm not tolerating any type of disrespect from anyone in any exchange.
keeping those people around? There's still some conditions to be you being accessed by these people, though. You're not gonna allow people to just access you and they don't have no respect for you.
Right.
Well, he wouldn't be here if that was what it was.
Right.
Here's the thing, right?
That's because I have personal laws and I respect myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's just automatic, and it's been like that throughout my life. A lot of battles that I fought was behind a motherfucker thinking that they're gonna disrespect me or trying to disrespect me or adamantly disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I was also disrespecting myself when I was involved in those battles.
Right. And what I want to say is my dad used a term called tough love. And tough love is that
That was an excuse for my mama beating the fuck out of me until she drew blood, honey.
that's
That
not
was
my
an
daddy.
excuse
That's not my
for
daddy's
abuse for me,
definition
baby.
of tough love. I'm sorry. That's not my dad's definition of tough love.
My mama's definition was no love. Shit, she never said she loved me. Hell,
Well, I love you, okay?
I love me too, girl. I love you too.
Can I get a love back?
I
Shit,
did. I
I heard
told
you.
you I love
I
you
heard
too.
I'm just talking shit to you. I mean, but anyway, what my daddy called tough love is that you want this person to live in the words of God, it's not in their high vibration or their high frequency self. You want to see this person do good, but this person keep choosing a lower frequency, right?
Mhm.
And they keep overstepping your boundaries that you made for yourself and that you have explained to them, and they just don't give a fuck about those.
Then you just allow it to keep happening. It ain't what they doing to you; it's what you allowing.
Hold on. And so tough love is when you say, okay, this person overstepped the boundaries and I can no longer deal with them. I wish them well. I don't wish any harm on them. I'ma still be the same person that I am that's working in integrity and dignity, regardless of how low they became. You know what I mean? But they cannot access me. That doesn't mean I don't love you. That just means that because of your behavior patterns and you living in a low frequency, I have to separate myself from you.
Right.
So that's what I see tough love as. Because if you want to sit with me, you're going to have to respect me, right?
Yeah.
And it's also a form of unconditional love because you still love them. You're just not
Absolutely.
tolerating their crap. So that's still
And
unconditional love.
And the thing about that, Miss T. Lachey, is that um, you teach people how to love themselves by upholding the boundaries that you have with them. You know, whether
Right.
or not
We
you
teach
see it as
people
that
how
or
to
not.
treat
Like,
us.
I'm showing
Yes.
you how you need to how I don't play about me. You don't need to be playing about you. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
maybe once if you reach the level of love, or you learn lessons or would heal through whatever the hell the case may be, where you will elevate and evolve, one day you will understand that shit. But until
Yes.
then, you keep on keeping on.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
And sometimes you got to cut the cord. Even like
Well, most times, shit, I am a fucking spiritual gangster. When I say good day, I mean good day. I see what, because ain't no need of me hanging around for me to allow you to keep on inflicting your shit off on me. That's not doing nothing for neither one of us.
Well, when I
Correct.
talk about cutting the cord, I was speaking in terms of like children cutting that umbilical.
Oh well, shit, I
Because
don't have none. I got animals. Shit.
I was gonna go into my analogy of the mama bird, and she want her children to learn how to fly, and so she took the bird ass out the nest and let him fall 10 feet down the ground until he start flying.
Yeah.
And you know, 9 times out of 10, the motherfuckers start flying. I never seen the mama bird kick the bird out the nest and the bird didn't fly. Now, if you haven't seen that,
Oh, it's happened.
mama
Trust
bird,
and believe it. And sometimes some of the motherfuckers don't never fly.
Ah,
girl, and the
And that's that
motherfucking bird.
brokenness. That's a proof of that
Mm-hmm.
in
But
a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes the
Mm-hmm.
mom kicked the bird out the nest too early, or sometimes the mom kicked the bird out the nest too late to where it's like the bird is debilitated because it never learned how to fly. Now it's too heavy, it's too big, and it don't even know how to flap its motherfucking wings. Yeah. So that was my analogy of that on cutting the cord. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's unconditional love, agape. It's called agape love. Um,
Yes, ma'am.
in my dad's term, tough love. So I don't believe in that whipping kids or beating them because I feel like that's a slave thing, and I feel like that's a slave thing that was put
Right.
in.
Been passed down, that been just passed down. You know what I mean?
That's one of those
The,
things that was twisted in the scripture. I don't believe,
oh,
because I don't believe
I
that.
just believe it's a how. Um, just like with words, and just like you spoke of communication.
Mm-mm.
If you don't have effective communication, you
mm-hmm.
can you can thwart the whole thing and bring upon an argument.
Mm-mm.
I can't say that I don't believe in in whooping a child. I believe it's how. It's how you do it.
Yeah. Yeah, because when you
Because
discipline your
it can
children
be
when you
abuse.
angry,
Right. It can be abuse if you're not having the best loving heart to whoop that child. I think it has kept a lot of kids in line as adults, and they would say that if it wasn't for this. And half the time, honestly, I think a lot of them in this generation need it because they are the adult in the home. These children are so open; they get to say what they want. That they cross that line of parent and child too
Mm-hmm.
voicey.
but
They get
I
to say and
feel
do.
they just products of what the fuck they what's been allowed. Like the people just having kids and just letting the computers and shit raise them and the tablets and shit raise them and YouTube and shit raise them and not investing in their children, teaching them core values, taking the time out. The people don't even know they damn children. You know what I'm saying? Because they
Right.
worried about doing what the fuck they want to do. They not instilling anything into these children. And then you get mad at the damn child. How the fuck you gonna be mad at the child? Who the fuck? Like you said, they the damn parent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've
Right.
spoke with some parents who feel like, oh well, my parent was too rough, so I want my child to be open, but then didn't realize that a child's mind don't know the difference with that. So now when they're 14 and 15 and they talking crap to you, you have a problem. But no,
Right.
remember
Mm-hmm.
you wanted them to be
So,
open when they were 4 and 5, but a child's mind can't differentiate that with that border that says you're still the parent. You're letting me
Yeah.
say whatever I want to say.
that's
right.
And the same shit that we were saying about the relationships is the same thing with being a damn parent. It's certain skill
Yep.
sets that your ass need to possess.
Right. And when
Mhm.
it comes to that, and I'm just talking about my experiences, I give my children choices, but they only have two choices. Either do what I say, or you're going to be in trouble with me. You know, and I also might give them a third choice. If you do what I say, then you may be rewarded, right? But if you cannot do what I tell you to do, I'm talking about when they're kids.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But I give them that freedom to make those choices. You get what I'm saying? So they have a responsibility there, right? And people don't see
Mm-hmm.
the psychological effect that it does have on a child. So,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you could go like when they little toddlers or whatever. Let's say they're a toddler. You go sit in the corner, or you can eat these motherfucking vegetables. And if you eat
Mm-hmm.
these vegetables, you might get dessert. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah,
Some
see, you doing the reward system. I was raised, well, I won't say I was raised on shit, but it was more of you do what you supposed to do, and I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do type energy.
but that's true too, because if you do what you're supposed to do, I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do as a mother. Period.
Yeah. And
But
then, but these
But see,
kids, when
some
you give
mothers,
them
what is
everything,
that?
they
don't do what
don't
you're
have
supposed to do.
gratitude because
Even
you
if you
give them
don't,
everything.
even if you don't do what you're supposed to do, I'ma still do what I'm supposed to do as a mother. Period.
But
Because
how you experience it is gonna be different because like these children, this generation of children is given everything because a lot of the parents didn't have shit that they wanted growing up. So now their measure of being a good parent is how much material items they can
Yes,
provide for their children. Their children have to have the
yes,
latest this,
ma'am.
that, this, that, this, right? But
Mhm.
that's the main thing. They busting their ass. They never see their kids because they out there on the grind to go get the money to provide these material things. But what's lacking is the core values, the time, actually knowing your child and developing a rapport with your child. These kids, and if they don't respect you, tell them no. These
Right.
motherfuckers be called the popo on your ass.
Oh,
Building
they
your
better not. My kids,
moral fiber.
look. One of my kids, I don't remember which one, but this was years ago. They mentioned something about calling CPS or something on me. I can't remember which one this motherfucker
God
said.
damn.
I don't know. I think it was Ebony. You know how Ebony is, God. It's right. She's strong headed, right? And I said, call them motherfuckers so they can take your ass because I don't want to take care of your ass no more. Let them take care of you.
Yep.
I
And
do not give a
call
fuck.
them
You
on
want me
a
to call them
Thursday.
for you?
And make sure you call them on a Wednesday or Thursday because they'll be here by Friday to pick you up. There is no weekend court, and I want the whole weekend off from your
Call
ass.
them
So make sure
motherfuckers.
you call closer to the end of the week if you're gonna call on me, preferably.
Let them take go deal with that. Yeah. Bye.
Yep. When I told my kids that, they looked at me sideways. Call them toward the end of the week so I can
Try
have
it.
the whole weekend off.
Try it. I remember I think I popped my baby girl on her hand. And she was like, I abused her. I'm like, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Mm-mm.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Because we not finna do this. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, because every person can't be a parent and everybody can't be a mother or a father, right? They probably don't have nurturing skills because of when we came in the beginning. Oh, here come Paul ass. Let me cuss him out real quick.
Ah, shit.
No, because nigga was on live while we was doing our show. Hello.
Is it safe?
No, she said she gonna let your ass have it, Paul. Take cover, Paul.
Look, friend. I just had some shit going on tonight. Okay, I'm sorry, but shit is wild around here, and I just learned that you got to be careful with who you call your friend,
See
who you
that?
try to help,
Mm-hmm.
because the situation got to where I don't know. I'm sorry to
No, come
detract
on,
from
Paul.
whatever
Bring
y'all
it.
talking
No,
about.
come on,
But let me
Paul.
give
We
you
come
some.
on, pull up here.
Since this the gossip station, let's gossip.
No, we ain't
And,
gossiping. Just
We on some
we done
goddess
spent the whole
energy up in here.
we done
okay, all
spent
right.
it
Gossip.
all up.
Tell us what
All right,
happened.
well, this ain't gossip. This is fact. This is fact. Okay, here's my situation. All right, I met a young lady that was at the crisis center for women, right? And she had a bunch of, they used to come hang over here at the apartments. Uh, I initially was attracted to her, but she played me off like, I'm not in men, blah blah blah. Okay, cool, that's fine. I get it. You don't like me. That's cool. We could be friends. I have no problem with that. Um, as we get to know each other more, I start feeling empathy for a lot of the girls and her, listening to their stories about the abuse that they've been through and suffered and all that, and I'm like, damn, us guys are fucking terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like,
We
fuck.
are the worst.
So, and me being a a girl dad, I really started feeling some kind of way. Longer story short, I let them all know. Anytime you guys want to come over here and just hang out, it's a safe place. I ain't gonna try to, come on to none of you, and you ain't got to worry about nobody trying to take advantage of you. Safe place. And just come on, hang out, drink your beer, whatever, go back over there. And I honestly, genuinely in my heart, safe place. So the one in particular, she is kicked out of the place, right? And she goes to another side of town to some so-called family, and we're staying in touch, and she's letting me know that they're not treating her right, and she's feeling threatened, and she need to find somewhere to go. And I'm like, shit. All right, well, if you need to, you good here. No pressure. I don't expect nothing. And in fact, I would prefer that we don't do anything. That way, it's not like you owe me anything. You know what I mean? You ain't got to give me no kitty cat to stay here. Just help me with a light bill or two. You know what I'm saying? Save your money up. So last week, now mind you, she had been here for like 8 months, and I'm not seeing progress. So I'm not seeing progress, right? So check it out. I know. So check it out. Sucker ass friend. A sucker ass friend me, right? Sucker ass me. So last Thursday, we have a discussion about her getting her stuff together, right? And she's like, okay, bro, you right. I need to. You right. And I appreciate you being there and helping me and . And I'm like, okay, so next week, because this is Thursday, so I don't expect you to get up Friday morning and just make things happen. It's a process. So I'm like, okay, Monday, you're going to start, and now bro going to be on you. I know, bro. I know. He. So Monday, she has a homeboy come over that I'm familiar with, and they had a conversation that I did not like. The conversation had to do with a transaction, so to speak. Let's just say that, right? I was like, yo, we're not doing that here. This is not the place for that. My home is not that place. Oh no, bro, it ain't gonna be it. Yeah, but for you to even have that discussion here, have it outside. Don't do that here. Not at my house. So he's like, cool, bro. I'm sorry, Unc. He leaves. She comes back. Well, actually, he says, I'm not paying $300 for no cup. One of y'all gonna pay for it. I'm looking at him like, who the fuck he talking about? So he's talking to her and about the neighbor across the way. And I'm like, what the fuck? Dog.
Wait, he's paying $300 for what?
A cup.
A cup of what?
Anyway. Anyway.
Good, because I'm like, yeah, my ears is big as fuck.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it out there because here's the problem. She met this other dude, right? And I ain't got no problem with her having. I don't want her. That's my homegirl. I want her to be happy.
But damn, a bitch living in your house rent free. I don't even understand how niggas is coming in through your motherfucking threshold.
Well, actually, the young man that came in, I know him. I'm familiar with him. You know what I'm saying? But listen, hear it out. They not whatever they got going. That's their business, right? But just don't, all right, they're not. Well, they're not sexing in my house, so therefore I don't care. All right, they ain't sexing in my house. I don't care. Because she's my friend. Number one, she's my friend. I don't care. But the issue came when we talked about her getting her life together. And because she met this new dude, she got this dude. She's telling this motherfucker over the phone tonight. Oh, nigga mad because I won't give him this good. Whoa. Is that the narrative you telling motherfuckers?
Yes.
Okay. You got this man thinking that I'm wanting you out my house because you won't give me no kitty cat after 8 months.
Yep.
Who the fuck in their right mind waits 8 months?
Well, first of all, she just playing them just like the fuck she played your ass for all this free ass time. Now you gotta be the bad guy, just like the people was the bad people that made you say, "Oh yeah, well come over here with me." Nah, bitch, they ain't the problem, bitch, you the problem.
It's game, bro. It's game.
Right now, I recognize that, right? Like look, sweetie, you calling me bro and introducing me as brother, and this my brother. I trust him. He don't want nothing from me. And now all of a sudden you want to tell motherfuckers, oh, he mad because I won't give him. Are you serious?
You can't take that person. Paul, don't be mad at that. Don't be mad at that, man. She just doing what she do.
Hold on, pause real quick. She's doing that because, okay, first of all, she's a whole bisexual, and she's staying with you, right? So she's trying to set up her next spot.
Right.
So it ain't got nothing to do with you, bro.
Right. Don't get upset.
Yeah, she just trying to set up her next move. So she like,
well
you
is dry.
came in the middle of the conversation. She was like, "I need to go because this motherfucker tripping, and I need a place to stay. Do you got space for me?" And you
Right.
like, "Why he tripping? Oh, because this motherfucker mad because I won't give
Just
him no."
like the last people was tripping, how she ended up with Paul in the first place, right?
Right.
Right.
It's
Right.
Pattern. She got kicked out of the abuse place. Then she got kicked out from her family.
Right,
It was a pattern.
right,
Yeah.
right,
She's the problem.
Get kicked out.
right.
It's not you. It's
Kicked
not
out.
me. It's you. It's not me.
And
It's
how the
you.
hell is it a whole 8 months? Like a whole 8 months?
It shouldn't have been
Yeah.
8 days. Cause
It,
come
it shouldn't have been exactly, honey. 8 hours.
if
Hell, the
she
bitch should have
looking
never been
for
in your
work,
house.
if
I
she
feel
wasn't
like
looking for work on day 5, you should have tossed her come day 10.
And
right.
you shouldn't have been sitting up there promising her that you didn't want no pussy because I feel like, bitch, if you up in here, you gonna ante up something.
Right. To be honest, I gotta be honest. I feel like she owed him some pussy.
Who you telling? A whole lot of
I,
money, a whole lot of
let me tell
pieces.
y'all something. I
Go
ain't
get
What?
her
fucking no
right.
bipolar bitch. I'm not fucking no bipolar, no schizophrenic ass broad.
Well,
Not
no
doing
Well, if she
bipolar
don't owe you no
schizophrenic bitch
pussy,
should
she
have
owe
never
you
been
some
in your
dick.
motherfucking house then. Shit.
She owe
right,
you.
right.
She at least owe you
If
some
you
good.
gonna deal with all the danger, you might as well dealt with some of that dangerous pussy while you was at it. Fuck you talking
Right.
about that.
Hello,
Danger.
Carla, are you listening? She ain't owe
Hello.
you pussy.
Shit. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Well, that's dumb. That's a lesson learned on my part. That's all I can say. It's a lesson learned on my part.
But
Do you
Paul,
feel better, Paul? It ain't your fault. Paul. You feel better?
Oh, I'm cool because she got all the shit. She gone, but I know she gonna be knocking on the door tomorrow. I left. You ain't left shit. Ain't nothing here. You no
right.
reason for you to knock on this door.
She
Don't
gonna
You
get
ain't
the
no
other
open
side of
goddamn
that
thing.
cancer, huh, Paul?
So what?
She gonna get the other side of that cancer. No,
Nah,
don't nobody want that.
I got
nah.
three cancers on the line and 2 Aquarius.
Oh shit!
Yes,
Kafira,
ma'am.
you need to back
yes.
me up, sis, because we got the 3 cancers on the line.
That's a whole lot of love, a
They
whole
trying
lot
to
of
water.
water.
They trying to water us down, girl. They
That's
the
a
water.
whole lot of water, baby.
They the water, the ice, and the air.
Well, the crabs can swim, so they can handle.
I got a little fire with my cancer.
Baby, but
what
Paul,
you the end of July, Miss Tina Shay?
I'm on the cusp, the 19th.
that's
Oh girl, you
19
still
to
full
what?
blood. You still full blood,
Wait,
honey.
19 to
Born,
what?
born under the Leo sun. You know, the cusp is the 19th and the 25th of every month.
You're the 19th of
Yeah.
July.
Yes, ma'am.
That's
Born
my
under the
birthday.
Leo
But
sun.
I'm Cancer. I'm Cancer Sun, Leo rising, Libra moon.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a
Oh,
whole
So
lot of
you in the
justice
middle.
going on.
you
I'm
got a
July 9th
Leo
though.
rising.
I'm
Yep.
July 9th.
Oh,
Well,
okay, early, middle. Yes, ma'am.
19
Full fledged.
My
Pisces
baby,
in
my
February,
baby girl's July 19th.
carrying a few of their traits as well.
Yes, cancer power.
Yeah,
Who
water.
Kira, you said you carry some cancer traits.
No,
Pisces is a water sign too. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio.
Kafira,
yeah.
you Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio.
Yeah.
No, she's Pisces, and
I'm,
so she's
I'm
under the water
talking
sign.
to Kafira.
I'm sitting
All
in the
right, Minky. All right, I'm gonna push you down to help you up and act like it was an
Hey,
accident.
I was asking her because I didn't hear her. I like that rough shit. Don't do that.
I said and act like it was an accident. I'm help you up.
I know you will. But
Paul,
Yo,
can I come move in for the next 8 months? Shit, I can take a
who
motherfucker. I don't want to pay rent.
who
Shit,
who
wait.
that talking?
God is honest.
Oh, pretty lips.
oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
well, you
not
know
no.
what?
I'm finna
I'm
end
gonna
the
be
live
honest. I'm
now.
gonna be honest with you now. That's a whole other
No,
story.
no. Everybody cover your ears.
Oh, see that
Everybody
God
cover
is
your
honest. He gonna
ears.
make you pay with coochie coupons. He gonna
No,
make
that's
you
gonna
Listen,
be
pay with
my
let
coochie
me
no.
tell
That's
you
coupons.
something.
that's a girlfriend. That's girlfriend material right there.
Let me
Maybe
tell you
wife
Muting
something.
my
I
mic.
understand. I understand how the hell it work going to live with some motherfucking man for 8 months with no motherfucking rent. I know what I gotta give up, but we gotta have him. This bitch, she a cold piece, man. She cold with it.
No, I mean she paid the light bill. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh well, hell.
yeah, it wasn't like she didn't pay
I don't
anything.
give a fuck. She still used to
Was
coochie.
she
She might
cooking
be
and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
washing clothes too and cleaning up?
Right. Was she cleaning and cooking and stuff? Did she have your lunch ready for work and shit?
No, I mean she cooked and cleaned, but it wasn't like my laundry. I know, no, that's too much like a relationship shit. No,
Well, hell, paying no
no,
rent is
no.
too much like a relationship. So
Me
where's the? I don't,
Pay the bill, pay
shit,
us
help it
bills.
make
You
it make
good?
sense
Paying the
now.
bill. I
Shit.
mean, I think
It's
I think this is
lightning
where we
outside.
some men feel like 50-50, right? And I feel like okay, you ain't really got to do 50, but you got to pay something. You know
Well,
what I
I
mean?
don't feel like
You
anything
got to
has to
pay
be
something.
50-50, but I just feel like, I mean, as a feminine energy under your roof, she ain't paying no rent. That motherfucking house needs to be sparkling. She should be making your life easier. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right, right.
not just only out of appreciation, just by being a woman. I understand a lot of women do not operate from in that space, but at the same time, Paul, you would just really sit up there and lay
Oh,
down at like a fucking doormat. You know what I'm saying? You
no,
didn't even
no,
get
no,
no
no. Don't
head.
hold on,
You didn't
hold
even
on.
get no head,
Don't give
Paul.
me.
But
You
you
didn't get
called
no
her pretty,
head.
so she should have treated
I
you better.
wasn't. Listen. She cooked and she cleaned, right? She paid her light bill. I don't want that pussy. I know you can't fuck everything. You can't fuck everything.
Paul. You
No, hell
absolutely
no.
correct. But you can get some head
No.
from most things. You know what I'm saying, Paul?
don't let me start talking about the glory
He
holes. You
want,
can do a
he want
glory
you walking around
hole.
talking about some what that mouth do. Yeah.
It is lightning hard.
Yeah,
Okay, Miss Tina Shay, I shut the fuck up.
yeah.
No, keep on shooting your lightning bolts.
No,
Okay, man.
no. They gonna have to tune in. They gonna have to tune in for the rest of her lightning bolts. We ain't finna give them all. Fuck
Well,
no.
I'm just saying. I mean, I just, Paul. I mean, I just want to make you laugh, man, because
Oh, you good?
that's
Y'all
some
good?
extra, that's some
Yeah.
bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that don't have nothing to do with you, dude. You didn't do nothing wrong. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You was coming from a good space and you was operating from a good place, and so your blessings is the bliss, the bliss. But I'm grateful that you got that huzzy up out your house, though.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That the thing that bothered me the most was the lying on me to people. You know what I mean?
Well,
That's what
that's the
Well,
bothered
thing that
me.
you can't
don't
fucking
take
take
that personal.
personal. That's just what the bitch does. That she lied on the last people who the fuck when she ran to your house. Them people ain't did nothing to her.
Hmm.
What the people in the program did then? The bitch ain't broke no rules or nothing. She just was a good fucking goddamn resident in the program.
Because
They
she
just
Yeah,
kicked
said
her
she
out.
got kicked out. When he told me
she
she got
broke some
kicked out,
rules.
when he said she got kicked out for the place, I already knew that was it.
Yeah, my light
Well,
bulb
that's
went
just
off
it.
too.
Remember, she told me. I said she told me two different stories. The first time she told me something that sounded believable, but then when I heard it the
Oh,
second
shit.
time, which was actually last night when we were arguing, I'm like, that's not what you told me.
So now you
You
know you're a
said
professional liar.
Yeah.
you told me it was this, and now you're saying it was an argument. That's not what you told me.
What do you call that? Not a compulsive liar. It's another type of liar. It's
Impulsive.
A
Habitual.
habitual liar.
an habitual,
Pathological. Oh.
pathological. Okay, y'all got them all three of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pathological, habitual, and what was the other one?
Compulsive.
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 Or
Paul.
impulsive. Or is it impulse? Just
Compulsive.
because.
Compulsive.
Compulsive.
Oh,
Paul, I
Yeah.
don't know you very
yeah.
well. My name is Kafira. So I'm gonna do
What's
in
up, Farrah?
hello. But in the future, I think you need to let them people stay over there with them professional people and get the help they
Amen.
stop
Who you
opening
telling?
Amen.
practice, letting every
Who you telling, sis? Who
spirit,
you
every
telling?
energy in your place of dwelling because you're gonna take on some of that and you don't want to take on none of that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because obviously, if
Nah.
they in a place like that, then they need some professional care, and they are, what I'm saying, dealing with some personal issues that maybe you just your kind heart, what I'm saying, will fall, victim to over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Because they're operating on a certain frequency, Paul.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so let
Just
me
hang
just
out on the stoop with them.
right. Let me interject real quick because that's for me to plug in my new nonprofit that I'm starting. It's called Start Where You Stand. and I will be helping people that have mental health issues, helping them to cope with it by giving them like activities and things to do, and helping them set goals. You know what I'm saying? And being there physically to help them reach their goals. It will be like a mental health daycare. So I will be taking donations soon about that. And start where you stand foundation, because a lot of us have been traumatized, and I'm dealing with my son, and this is where my passion is leading me to have people of like minds that's dealing with mental health see that they're not alone, because you're never alone. You know what I'm saying? And we've all experienced that. And once we realize that we are not alone and we could come together, that will uplift us, because the best thing you could do is divide a nation. You divide and you conquer. So you guys look out for Start Where You Stand Foundation. I will be taking donations.
That's beautiful. I would like to donate some time and energy for my services that I provide to your foundation, and I will
Exactly.
promote it for you also.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
beautiful.
yeah. But I want to thank all of you guys for showing up and showing out. Paul, 8 months is too long.
Break out your
She should
olive
have been
oil and bless
pregnant. You
them,
know what I
kick them
mean?
demons out.
8 months. That's a fucking baby. That goddamn it. What the fuck?
Right, right.
Break
And
out your oil and kick them demons out.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to cleanse your space, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, put some
That's just
salt
like,
on the front porch and in the four corners of your house too.
Cleanse your space.
And get you some ammonia and wash all the windows.
Yep, and
mm,
Bible
Mm-hmm.
open right where she was laying.
Man,
mm,
you
okay.
gonna have to do a super cleanse.
Okay.
Get
So
you
so
Wow.
get you
so my
Yeah.
spiritual sisters are telling me what I need to do. I'm listening.
no
Yeah, you need to
seriously.
burn you some stuff,
Yeah, get
some
that
sage,
spirit
some
up out of there.
rosemary,
Mm-hmm.
some Palo
Palo Santo.
Santo, and
Mhm.
light you a white candle and open them
Mhm.
damn windows up and let all that stagnant energy up out of there.
Me personally, when I burn the Palo Santo or the sage or anything like that, I like to get the smoke going. Get the smoke going, fill the
Yep,
house up with the smoke,
and
and then
then
Yeah,
open.
and then let it out. Yeah, then open the windows up.
goes. You got to do
Yeah.
that.
Make sure you put that salt in that doorway, honey, and you tell, you just speak it out that, you release all kind of negativity that once resided in here, and you banish any negativity from crossing that threshold. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
you gotta speak. The life and death is in the power of the tongue, so you're gonna have to speak it into
Carl,
existence.
you can hit up my link tree, honey, and I run you through it if you purchase you know what I'm saying, some of my services.
Mm-hmm.
Who's this? That's my friend.
Yes. I'm sorry again. I'm gonna hang y'all up. My husband come home,
Mika,
y'all.
Mika,
Hey,
stop it.
no, I'm not doing it.
Okay, because Paul
Okay,
and whatever you selling, God is you.
What?
Stop
he
that.
gonna get it.
What
Okay.
you
I'm
say?
just talking to
He
my
gonna get
friend.
whatever
Can I
I'm
talk to
selling.
my friend, Mika?
Okay.
God.
I'm gonna add Goddess Honest to the shooting the shit
Mika,
chat.
why you being mean to me?
No, no, I love you to death. So don't start that. You my spiritual. You all. To be honest, I got all my spiritual sisters on. I don't want to say sister, but I'm saying because like we pray together, we uplift each other, we go to church, we go to church on our one-on-ones. You feel what I'm saying? And so I just love the energy of everybody. I always gotta fuck with you guys because you just know how I am. You know how I am. But I love you to death. I love everything you bring to the table. Every
Oh,
thing.
Hey,
I love you too, Mama.
That
hey,
Tila shit.
real quick.
Hmm.
I got my Bible in my hand. Give me a passage so I can lay it in the spot where she had her little air mattress.
Psalm,
Wherever you open it
You
to.
gotta go to Psalms. You gotta
Psalm
go to
20,
Psalms
Not the
23,
air mattress.
the old school way. Psalms 23, honey.
spiritual warfare.
Psalms
That was
23.
actually the psalm on Mom's obituary.
This is a
Got
psalm.
it.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He making me to lie down in green pastures. He leading me beside still waters, right? He restoreth my soul. He leading me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou prepared a table before me in the presence of my enemy. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. You got
Amen.
that?
I shall.
Hallelujah.
That's the number one that you go to. I got some more, but that one is where you start at. And you need to take a vinegar and salt bath. Get you some Epsom salt with some lavender in it, and throw you like a little two cups of vinegar, pure vinegar in it. Not pure vinegar, but the white one. Or
A tea bag of rosemary and some lemon zest.
Well, all I got is this eucalyptus Epsom.
Put it in there. It don't matter. It's Epsom salt.
It still got the salt in it.
Mm-hmm.
So can I sprinkle this on the floor too? I don't want to use up my good table
don't
salt.
sprinkle that on the floor.
What you mean your good table salt? You better do table salt cost 39 cents, don't it?
You gotta do table salt. You sprinkle the table salt in the front of your door and in the four corners.
You can put a little bit of that table salt in that bathtub too, honey. You can put a little couple of teaspoons of that in that tub.
Put the table salt in your bathtub.
When you come out, I want you to taste like a motherfucking Sour Patch. You hear me?
Oh wait.
When you get the what's the water called again? Goddess, the
Florida water.
When you get the Florida water, how much you put in that?
Man, I stay with an arsenal, so I'm not even. Sometimes when I do the cleansing baths, I go through a 10-day cycle, taking one every single night. So I be putting like damn near half a bottle in each bath. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't be playing because I have to really, because I'm so open and being empathic and shit. I really have to do some real strict spiritual hygiene. So I use a lot of Florida water.
Okay, but for him, like put you like 3 caps of Florida water.
A girl, no, that's not enough. Use half the fucking bottle. Go in.
You're not even in. He gotta get in.
What?
Baby steps.
No, it's never too much cleansing, baby. Especially after you done had somebody living in your space for 8 motherfucking months. You better get that shit off you. Put it in your mop water. Put it in each load of clothes, honey. Cleanse your shit up.
Oh, that's what you. Okay, get it in your clothes. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Put it in your spray bottles. Use to wipe your stuff down. Put you a couple of drips in your cleaning products. Hell yeah, clean that shit up.
Because it got a strong, good smell. That's why I'm saying, like, you know.
It don't matter about the smell. You using it is labeled cologne. That's not what you're using it for, though.
Very, very good. So, and it's strong. So
ain't too much damn cleansing. Hell, I ain't never gonna tell somebody not to use the whole motherfucking bottle. Shit.
Anyway, so what is it? 206.
Paul, your house gonna feel so much better once you do a couple of these things. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel the energy shift.
Paul, do you wake up in the morning? So what time do you wake up?
I was supposed to start my other job tomorrow, but now I got to go downtown to file this eviction. So
no, you start your job.
What tomorrow. You got to do all of that for? A bitch was on your leave?
No. Listen, no. Let me take that back. Actually, I start next week, but I was offered the option to come in tomorrow morning to get my feet wet. I'm actually supposed to start next week.
You should go there tomorrow.
Go to work. What going to do? Wait a minute, Paul. Wait a minute. This bitch was on your lease and shit.
No, because she had her stuff here. The police was saying I still would have to file.
Months.
Yeah, I would have to file an eviction because she was still here.
Man, put her shit out of there.
Okay, put her shit out and go on about your business. She ain't about to do nothing but skip her ass to the next place.
Next time she come over there and the police let them come in and show them that none of her shit there.
Right.
I got rid of all that shit tonight.
You have mail coming in.
But it's
she had a fucking that was good enough. Her goddamn Cash App card.
No,
Well,
let
guess
me tell you,
what,
that
Paul?
ain't good enough.
She's a scoundrel. She goes from pillow to post. She's not about to be trying to harass you to come back in your fucking house. She done found another sucker.
No,
No,
she got to prove she lived there. I
no.
wouldn't file shit.
This what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
You go down to the post office, right? And you
Mhm.
let them know she do not live there. And you
Right.
show them your utility bills that you pay for and all that stuff.
Right.
Bring that stuff, your utility bills, your lease, whatever you got to show that proof that you live there and you are the rightful owner. That shit would cancel that.
Yep, and that
Yeah, you ain't got to be going getting the damn folks involved in all of that shit. That's admitting that the bitch did live there. Hell.
Yeah,
right.
just
Don't
put her
do.
shit out. How
And
long
if
ago
she
did
ain't
you?
paid you no rent, why are you
Right.
evicting her?
Exactly.
She ain't
How
got
long?
no squatters' rights.
The
Exactly. Come
laws.
on with it, ladies. Come on with it,
It's
ladies.
it's about
Good.
it's
We
the
know how to
laws.
play that game.
It's just the laws. In some
It is
states,
the laws, but
when a
it's
person
a
But
whole
lives and
lot of
you're a
money to
resident,
file that eviction.
Miss
That,
T. Lachey, that
that
girl ain't coming back. He don't have that. I mean, I would understand if it's gonna be a bitch that's gonna try to fight him, like, oh, I live here, I ain't gotta go no motherfucking where and all of that. That girl done found another sucker already. She ain't fucking coming back to try to live with him.
Tell her she want her
probably
shit
not.
back. She better not
Probably
come.
probably not. But if she just wanted to be an ass, just to say I'm here, you can't make me go anywhere. That's why here, in certain states, you have to go through that legal eviction, even if she don't never
Mm.
come back. But if she wanted to just say, you know what, I don't have nowhere to go today after 3 months. I still live there because I was never legally evicted, so I'm going back. And
Wow.
technically, if he already gave the story to the police that she lived there that long, then that's
Well,
why he
already, yeah.
already
Then
knows
now he
that
gotta
he has to
protect
go
his
file
rights,
the legal
right?
eviction.
Now he have to, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
get us together, Miss T. Lachey. Now, shit, because you know me, I'm like,
Well, I
man,
know
fuck that.
some laws are different. Y'all all in different states, so I know probably where y'all at is like, but just some laws are like that. If you live somewhere for a certain period of time, you get mail there or by mouth. Hey, this person was here this long. Okay, well now you have to legally evict him or her, and that's why. Maybe she
Mm-hmm.
won't come back. I pray she don't. But at the end of the day, if
Right,
she
but he needs to
decided that,
cover his ass regardless, right?
yeah,
Let
well,
me say that
like
she
I
is
said, when
absolutely
you go,
right. But let me say
Well,
she is
no, Miss T.
absolutely
Lachey is
right in
on the
everything.
legal shit, so.
Can I just finish? Can I want to say she's absolutely right in everything that she just said. However, the free loophole to that is to go file an order of protection against that lady, and then she can't come back.
that's another way to do it.
That's
And
the cheaper route.
but with that, in any law, you have to have it can't just be I want her gone, so I'm gonna file for a VPO. You do have to have a
Some kind of proof
reason.
that she did something, yeah.
If she didn't touch him, if she didn't threaten him bodily, then in that moment, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Then there's no basis for a VPO. He's not going to be able to get one.
Because they don't just give those out, right, Miss T. Lachey? They don't just
No,
yeah,
no.
you
In
gotta
any
prove
state,
some shit.
if they
Yeah,
just gave them out, you know how many Karens might have them and
right,
Kevins and whatever they call them just because.
Here in
right.
Chicago, you have to have two instances, and if one of the instances is that you feel unsafe in your home, that's one instance, and you can
Right,
make
but that's what I was saying. If
make
she
up
didn't,
all kind of stuff.
yeah, but I'm saying he did say the police were involved. So if he didn't pass it on to them to then go in court, it's not going to be in their report on record. So what proof? You see what I'm just saying that without a solid basis, there he wouldn't be able to get one.
What happened
Right.
to be there?
Huh?
I'm asking Paul, what happened for the police to be there?
Right. Yeah, Paul, you leaving
Oh,
out big
oh,
ass
she,
gaps in the story.
she called him because we got when we started
Oh,
arguing, and she
what
started
state
talking
you
about
in?
how
What state you in?
Oklahoma.
But
Oh,
I
Paul,
did
you
say
too
if the
far.
police were called. I didn't know they were.
The bitch
Yeah,
that
what
called the
happened
police
was.
on him in his own motherfucking house. Look at her.
Yeah,
Hell.
yeah.
Hell.
This was today. So what happened was we got into an argument, and she wanted to tell me how grown. When I asked her, did she make any of the? Did she contact any of the resources that I gave her. She said, well, I didn't get a chance to. I said, oh, come on, sis, you supposed to. And then from there, she went shit crazy. And I then started talking about, well, I'm grown. I'm like, okay, you grown. We're going to see just how grown you are. Motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. You can't put me out. I got mail and I live here. I'm like, okay, all right, keep it up.
She did hit you with the bullshit then.
Yeah, as soon
Yep.
as she hit me with it, I started, my clock started, wheels started turning. I know how to get you. You're going to leave and I'm going to lock the door. They can't make me open the door to let you in.
It sure can't. And if she keep coming there, there's your order of protection.
Right. Because when the police showed up, she was like, well, I want to get this. I said, I'm not opening the door because if I open the door, she's going to run in there and you can't make her leave. And right now, she's out the house. I'm not opening the door.
You got her ass good, didn't you, Paul?
Yeah. So,
And
because
then
at
you
first
can
she
go her
wouldn't
one
leave,
better.
but she got
Then you could go.
comfortable. Real quick, she got comfortable and thought she was slick. When the police showed up, she ran out the door to try to talk to him. First, I followed her and locked the door.
Right.
And
Good
we
move.
stayed out there for 2 hours.
So I
And
just
then you
put
could
this
even
up.
go her one better and get her trespass from the property by going to management.
Yep.
Right. So I pulled this up and it says in Oklahoma, yes, you can kick someone out of your house in Oklahoma, but you may be required to follow the legal eviction process if that person paid rent or performed services around your home in exchange for living there, such as cleaning the house or performing lawn maintenance.
You hear me, Paul?
Well, she ain't paid no fucking rent, and the bitch didn't barely clean up enough, and she ain't sucked no dick. So there you go. You ain't got to do all that.
She ain't do nothing, Paul.
Hello?
So what?
I'm saying nothing. She didn't buy no groceries. She didn't pay no bills.
No, I ain't gonna lie on her. She did buy groceries. I'm not gonna lie on her. She bought groceries and she washed dishes. And I'm not gonna lie on her. She did, but
Put her shit in storage.
But
Then.
they don't know that. They don't know that shit. The bitch lied on you and told them people that you that wish she had lied on you and said, Paul, that wish she was saying to them people on that phone. She sure lied on you.
oh yeah. I was mad because she got a new dude. I'm like, are you
All of
fucking?
them lies.
Is that the story you telling motherfuckers now? Wow,
Better put her shit in storage.
So actually, she was she was talking to dude, telling him this about me, and I'm being quiet because I get what she's trying to trigger me to say something. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna feed into it. She wants me to say something.
Well, if you say the bitch didn't clean up, or you don't say that she did clean up or attribute anything to the household or whatever the case may be, it's your word against hers. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, she lied on you. What did she say, Mika? What that paper said? It said if in exchange for what, Mika?
I think she's talking to her husband. She
I'm
had
sorry.
Oh,
It says, yes, you can kick somebody out, but you may be required to follow the legal eviction process if that person paid rent or performed services around your home in exchange for living there, such as
well, we know she didn't pay no rent, and how the fuck do anybody know that she did anything around that home in exchange for living there? Because she was not, yet again, sucking no dick.
Okay. Do you get the point or you don't get the point? You told on yourself, basically.
I didn't tell them I'm telling y'all now. If somebody bring up this video,
What are you talking about?
I just said that. I just said
Bring
this.
that stuff up. We trying to give you the loopholes to get out of this.
I heard. Listen.
Wait till you have to pay
Listen. I'm hearing you guys. I'm taking your advice. I'm listening. Right now, the only people I admit to is this call and whoever else sees it. Now, the only way anybody else is gonna know unless they see this goddamn video.
Well, that's what I'm
What the fuck?
Oh my God!
I'm not gonna lie on her. Ain't that what you
said? No, what I'm saying is to you guys.
Okay, well then, you gonna lie on her for us.
No. What I'm saying is, to be honest, did she cook and clean? Yes, but not to the extent.
You better start practicing your story now. We know the truth. No, practice perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say it with me. She didn't do shit, Your Honor.
Right.
Exactly. I have
I
to
ain't worried
beg.
about
You can lay it on thing. No, I'll send you a script, honey.
Huh.
Right.
yeah,
She
she ain't
I
did
do
done
that.
shit.
seen it
Your
and heard it
Honor,
all
I
before.
felt bad for her. I let her come. I let her come and stay with me. She didn't have a job, no means of income. I asked her for nothing. I just asked her to get on her feet and get out. And she was
But
over
instead, it was men
her
coming in and out my house. You
age.
had men coming to
And
my
when I
house.
and immediately when I started explaining to her that the 1 month turned into 8, she got violent with me, Your Honor. She started
And
getting aggressive, yelling at me, telling me what she not gonna do. She ain't going nowhere, and that she lived in my home,
Inviting men to my house.
inviting
Right,
her over to beat me up. I felt unsafe.
right, 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 right.
Felt
are you
unsafe.
listening?
I felt threatened and unsafe.
Where Miss T. Lachey at?
I'm here.
Let me
She just
y'all leave
she
it
just
live.
turned it on his head, didn't she?
My ribs hurt. Goddamn. I'm telling Paul I sent him a script, but she came with it off the top of the dome.
Yes, flipped it right on his head.
That's right.
Girl,
Yeah,
I'm
it
about to
was
send
a, it
you. I'm
was,
about to send you a blank resume. I need you to hook me up a story for a resume.
Got it. Send it.
yeah, this
I
evening
felt
was,
threatened in my own
it,
home. I'm a
I would say this, I
come
would say
in
this,
there by myself. She came there with other people. I had no choice but to be quiet and conform, Your Honor, because I was afraid for my life
Right. In
right,
my own home.
in my own.
Under duress.
right.
Paul,
Yeah, I mean,
you got the
tonight,
right panel tonight.
yeah, tonight was like it's a relief now. You know what I mean? To be honest with you guys, that
I'm
she's out of
glad.
here.
I'm glad.
It's I don't feel the stress anymore. I don't feel the uncomfortability
See
anymore.
that
It's like
energy already leaving up out of there.
you,
You sitting up
you,
there going to work
I'm,
and maintaining your livelihood and allowing someone in your space. You know what I'm saying? Don't have no damn
yeah.
respect for you. Ain't gave you a drip of head. You sure you ain't getting no head, Paul?
No, I ain't getting no. I ain't getting no.
I don't understand
But
that
hold on. Let's not. I don't want to paint the picture. She had men coming in my house. It was one guy that I know before I met her. It just so happened that they know each other. So it
No,
wasn't
that
like
was your cover story she was giving.
Yeah. That was just adding
oh
to, the
oh
drama
oh
of it
I
all,
know,
honey.
man.
oh no,
You
she
can
ain't had
know.
no.
Okay, you guys, I have to take control a little bit. Sorry. Era,
Whatever.
because my husband coming home.
We just
Anyway,
shit though.
huh?
We just shot the shit though.
Y'all shot
Like
that
a motherfucker.
part, but I gotta go. So, and I do want to address some things, but I can't because my husband on his way up. So now I want to get the final thoughts of everybody. Do not start up no new conversations. God dang, we could go all night. I know. I see.
Because the energy is just gone, it's flowing, baby. The energy is great in this place.
That was a helpful spirit on all of us. We had corralled together because I
Hmm
The church. We is the church. We was going to
dog
church
right,
Look at Paul got the right ones tonight now. Shit.
right. You should be over there grinning now, Paul.
tonight. So I want to do some final thoughts. Who I want to start with? Any, many, my, Guy Saunders. Final thoughts.
Why did I know you was gonna fucking pick me? Well, I really enjoyed the build with everyone on the panel tonight. Like I just said, the energy was great, just like amazing, electrifying. I enjoyed all of the points that we made when it came down to even the celebrity stuff that we started off with, but especially what's going on inside of our homes and the reality that a lot of people are dealing with today. Like you guys had just like some really great insight on that, Miss T. Lachey. I praise you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And yeah, thank you, Mika, for providing us with the platform. And I just really did love the build. You know what I'm saying? It was really natural and free flowing. And Paul, bless you, honey.
I'm sorry, I'm
Paul,
mopping my floor. Go ahead.
Okay, the next
Find me in the inbox so you can purchase my
we'll
a
get
service
that.
of
Hold on,
mine.
we'll get that together later.
Well, don't.
Y'all not gonna do that right now.
What? I'm telling him to purchase my services to help him. What are you talking about? I'm a spiritual goddess and I have services to offer. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Okay. I'm sorry. I came back in on the tail end.
You
Tila
can
Shay.
come. You can hit my link tree too for my services that I provide. Now, shit.
Okay. Tila Shay, final thoughts.
A great show. Great show. I love the energy, like God has said, everybody, and I appreciate the comment. I love you also. I love the energy of everyone. Um, can't say it enough that we all just need to start with self. Start with self.
Mhm.
There's nothing we can do for anybody if we're not doing it for ourselves. Just start with
Mhm.
self. And we have our own celebrity world that we live in as well. Like I said, they're still human people and they live just like we do.
All right. Paul G. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Fellas, if you're out there and you have sisters, don't be afraid to talk to them. Because I definitely called my sister, but I had to deal with that crazy shit and the police showed up. And then I get on the call here and I'm talking to my sisters. Fellas, talk to your sisters. Don't be ashamed to talk to them about it. Even when we know we made a dumb decision, I had to release it. I'm a little embarrassed, but I'll be over it in a couple of days and I'll laugh about it. My final thought though is actually you can't help everybody, and especially those who are not trying to help themselves.
There you go.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And for the record,
Mhm.
I don't know if everybody know, but Tila Shay and Paul are sibling. Um.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes, that's my big brother.
Oh,
Oh. Two
Yeah.
Oh, and
cancers.
since you put it out there, let me say this about my little sister. I give her a nickname of Sister Wisdom because
Mhm.
anytime I have a problem or I need to understand something, I talk to little Sister Wisdom. My
Mhm.
little
I
sister
say.
is the brightest, and we don't always agree on a lot of things. But when it come to women, I fucking listen. Unless it's some shit I've been through with bro. Like, nah, fuck that. That motherfucker crazy. But when I'm trying to understand something, that's the sister I talk to.
you should have
Mhm.
called
And I love her dearly. I did call her, but the police was here and she's on the show with y'all.
Right. And he was on live. I didn't get it.
No, he should have called her 8 months and a week ago before he let that out.
Oh, I met her, and if he needed me, he knew he could call me.
Oh,
Miss
Right. I
yeah.
Tina,
didn't need
so you heard me talking about what city you in, Paul. I'm trying to figure out is we local enough for me to go pull up on that bitch.
Oh my God.
I'm T. Lachey on here,
And
but we
look,
all
okay,
got it
I
in us.
know that's right.
That's my only brother, so it go like that.
Yeah, I know what's up.
Yeah.
Um, Kafira, Alexis, final thoughts?
You've been trying to get the show forever, Mika.
Huh?
I say you've been trying to get me on the show forever. I'm always busy doing stuff, but I want to say I'm really glad I made it tonight. I watch your lives. I catch part of them. I can't always sit for all of it, but I'm honored to be on your panel tonight. It was very good meeting you, T. Lachey, and you was honest, and also you too, Paul G. Thank you for having me. I enjoyed the topics that we discussed tonight. I appreciate that we agreed on some things. We had difference of opinions on others, and we could still agree to disagree. I like seeing other perspectives and other ideals um, to our everyday problems, and just chopping it up with my brothers and sisters. These are intellectual conversations that we should have more often with each other. They build us internally, spiritually. Um, and I really enjoyed it tonight. I'm glad you invited me and I'm glad I made it.
Oh.
Wonderfully said, touche.
Absolutely. Nice to
And
meet
I
you
thank you,
too.
bro.
You guys, it was like I was getting chills in my spine. I was feeling the Holy Spirit here. Spirit was definitely here. here tonight and we pulled off a great show. And I'm just grateful, eternally grateful for you guys supporting me and supporting the show. And I'm also glad that you guys have your own endeavors to help the people. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
And all I ever want to do is just help the people to grow into a better understanding of love and light. Thank you guys for showing up. This is shooting the shit. We didn't get to all the topics, but we got to the most important ones. And I am Mika Wash. And thank you guys for coming. And let me find my damn video. Oh God, I can't even find my video to get up out of here.
Good night, all.
Here you go. Oh, no,
Show who you are. Good rig. Is your kid in bid the forbidden? As it was written, you overbidding. With the heathens, karma is a bitch, so how you living? Pray for my enemies, I'm forgiving. Cast the pearls on hog moms and chitlin'. If it's too hot, get your ass out the kitchen. Finger licking good, good looking. Stewing in the stew, I'm cooking. You psyched out, paranoid and shookin'. Shook the table, fades, I'm booking. Get prepared for this ass whooping. Listen to the words being spoken. You were talking, I'm awake and woken. While I'm spitting this, got your spit, got choking. Era up, a glimpse in my world, eyes shut open. Parallel in my mind, I'm chosen. Reverse the time, heart frozen. Antarctica, cold as ice. Casted locks, rolling dice. Mean as nails, I'm nothing nice. They persecuted me like they rejected Christ.